What it is, Big Mama? My mama raised no dummy. That does a rap.
What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
Man, that's cows!
Of a beach.
Hi.
Okay. Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi. Welcome to our show.
Hey, Don and Mike. What you don't know could fill a book.
It's the Don and Mike Show, and they'll say what they wish.
Where else would you rather be than right here, right now? No.
Here they come.
I hate them.
Doppler radar.
Based on a true story, he was a neo-Nazi who won through his enemy. Himself, a man of faith, a man of hate, and a soul torn apart. Viewer discretion advised.
But they love the snow. Makes everything white.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. B. Empton my cigarette holder and all the chips at sea. Oh, they wipe with a dinner roll. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Thank you, Robbie. Hi, and thank you for listening, everybody. Don and Mike Show, new episode on this Wednesday, December 3rd. And your phone number for instant access, nationwide, 877-365-3636.
Hi, Don and Mike. Buzz Burbank here.
And there you go. Holiday edition for you.
Yeah.
Hi, and
Oh.
welcome to the show. Before we really get into the discussion about the impending storm, a couple of things that I have to just... It drive me nuts. These are only things that happen in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
All forecasters talk with doublespeak.
Oh, yes.
And we taped... Here in D.C., we taped all of the stations last night, 4, 5, 7, and 9.
Right.
And we have all of the weather forecasts from last night,
Good.
which, of course, have already been changed for today.
Yes.
However, the absolute UMDUM award of the winter season thus far goes to our own local WUSA Channel 9. And I will tell you why.
What'd they do?
Why?
They are predicting between 2 and 4 inches of snow.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning, the Channel 9 morning news will begin at 4 a.m. If that is not...
Is this going to be Buchanan?
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
No, that's Channel 9. That's Gervier and Topper, right?
That at 11.
Yeah. Do you know what they unveiled last night?
The breadometer.
The breadometer.
Yes, to tell you how many loaves of bread you're going to need to go to the store to get.
Oh,
that's right.
God, that pisses me off. That's the first time I've heard that.
So I'm flipping around today during the noon newscast.
F them.
And, Lisa, I hope you get that guy from Channel 5, Tom Sater, on, because here was his forecast today. Now, listen to this doublespeak, and then we'll hear the actual tapes of what they were saying last night. Here in the D.C. metro area, it's very cold, Arctic air.
Yes.
Right.
We have a high-pressure system that's right over us.
Canadian high.
So when it starts snowing, it's so cold... The snow will not reach the ground. It will evaporate before it reaches the ground. So, that could lessen our snow totals. Let's go to the map. And then you go to the map, and he's got these big swatches with different colors.
Right.
And he goes, now up here north and west of the city, I'm going to say 1 to 3 inches. Of course, this could go as high as 6 or 7. The middle swatch, I'm going to say in the district and the immediate metro area, 4 to 8. Now, of course, being as it's so cold and the snow is falling and it might evaporate, that could be as little as 1 to 2 inches, or it could be substantially more than 8 inches.
There we go.
To the south. This is where we could see our heaviest snow, or we could see freezing rain.
A wintry mix.
So I'm watching this, and once again, I'm just wondering, what's the forecast?
Well, why does he's mentioned everything? The only thing he hasn't mentioned
Bingo.
is sunny and 80.
Bingo.
And he's covered his ass
for every single region.
Bingo. And that's why tomorrow Channel 5 will be able to come on and say, when no matter what happens.
One television station told you everything.
So then I turn on Channel 9 just to catch the noon weather forecast there, and they got two of them at the noon weather forecast. They got the two midgets, Topper Shutt and Howard Bernstein, each of them about 3.5 feet tall, sitting behind the anchor desk, and they're going back and forth with the Bretometer.
So you got a fresh one. You logged the noon forecast.
Yeah, and then they said, and because of this impending storm,
the Bretometer. I'd like to take the Bretometer and use it as a suppository.
Now keep in mind, just about everybody, the main forecasters here in the D.C. area, the Weather Service says 2 to 4 inches.
Right.
That's the forecast from the weather people, from the National Weather Service. Yet Channel 9 announces, because of this impending weather event, which is what they're calling this now, they'll be on at 4 o'clock in the morning. This is the morning show that normally starts at 6.
Well, and you know what it is, and extra commercials for their advertisers.
But besides morning disc jockeys,
right,
and guys that have to work on the railroad, and guys that delivery guys and stuff,
right.
Who the F is getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning?
People that live where I live.
Kids who don't want to go to school.
No, actually, people that live where I live. I've been up at 5 o'clock. And seeing what it is absolutely. You remember the days we used to do a morning show when you and I would get on the road at 5 o'clock in the morning or 4:30 in the morning, and it would be us, and nobody else.
The only people on the road.
That's not the case anymore from the outlying areas. This area is so crowded now. They've got to commute at that.
4 a.m. though. At 4 a.m. you could just run a crawl on the bottom of the screen that says there's 2 inches of snow. Because the other thing they're saying
even at 4 a.m. that's people that are leaving at 5 a.m. and getting up an hour early.
The other thing they're saying is it's not even supposed to start snowing until after midnight.
That's the big thing. That is the first real chink in the armor.
And that's where they've started fudging, because 2 days ago they said it's going to start raining or snowing this afternoon. Then they said, we got good news. It's going to be after the drive time.
Right.
Then they said it's going to start snowing after 10 o'clock. Then they said it's going to start snowing after midnight with the heaviest snow after 2 a.m.
And now I think the snow is going to start before 8 o'clock.
Since the noon news today, at 1:30 this afternoon, the National Weather Service is now saying between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m.
Now, you've got 1:30. They don't have any other update besides 1:30
no,
for you?
That's the latest winter storm advisory that they've issued.
Is 1:30?
So now
1:30 is, about an hour and a half
ago. So now the window of the snow beginning is 10 p. to 2 a.
Right, that would be the start time, somewhere in that 4-hour period, and they've adjusted the accumulation, and you're going to love the asterisk on this. They've adjusted the accumulation to 3 to 6 inches of snow and sleet. Now, in other words, they're counting sleet.
Bastards!
They're counting sleet in the accumulation.
Right.
So we don't know how much of that
now
would be
they're
snow.
saying they don't. God, I hate them.
Okay. This is the Bretometer. This is where we're going to have some fun.
Right.
Right now, it's 3:11 East Coast time. Our studios are roughly 15 miles from downtown D.C.
Right. We are west.
So we are going to bet on how much snow is outside the WJFK Don and Mike World Headquarters.
I believe we are due west.
Tomorrow at this time.
We are not northwest. We are not southwest. We are due west of the city.
And I say, you guys correct me here. I don't think it should be like The Price is Right, that the closest without going over. Whoever's the closest,
either up or down.
Tomorrow when we send Rob A out with a ruler outside to see how much snow we've got. Hold on a second. Joe's telling me that Gervard Dinza from Channel 9 is on the phone. I find that's hard to believe.
Gervier Dinza.
Joe, if this is a crank call.
Joe, are you reasonably certain?
Let me check with him.
Yeah.
Let me check with him.
We should check.
Are you talking about line 5?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes.
Yeah, no, it's Rhea. I just talked to her.
Wow.
You talked to her.
Yep.
So it's the anchor lady from Channel 9.
Yeah, she listens every day.
Gervier?
Yes.
All right. Great. Another new TV person listening to the show.
All right, well, let's welcome her. Hi. Hello, Gervier.
Hi, guys.
Hi, honey. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Topper has me listening to you guys in the afternoon now, so I'm laughing my butt off.
All right. So last night on Channel 9, we saw the Bretometer.
The Bretometer. I have to tell you, I just ran out and bought my bread for the week already, and my milk. I stocked up.
Can you possibly give me, just personally, off air, the name of the creator of the Bretometer so that I can come and visit them and kill their dog?
As far as I know, it's Charles Edward Topper III.
Yeah.
Oh, Topper. Topper did it. Of course Topper did it.
Mike, as long as Gravere is here, let's go now to last night's 11 o'clock news on Channel 9.
Very good.
And hear Topper debut the Breadometer.
Breadometer, let's go.
Right now, though, we want to get to the weather. A winter storm watch has already been posted for the Washington area for tomorrow night.
That's Gravere.
We could start seeing the first snowflakes of the first storm 24 hours from now. Let's get straight to Topper for all the details.
Here comes Topper.
We sure could, Gravere. The cold air is here. In fact, we may even see record lows tonight, and that certainly is setting the stage. We need Arctic air. That's one of the ingredients for a good snow.
The Breadometer.
Now, here's your forecast first. For tonight, we're looking at clear skies, winds have diminished, and very, very cold. Lows 9 to 19. Record low is Planet Dulles. So we have a chance, actually, of breaking the record low tonight.
Wait, the Breadometer's coming up.
I'm thinking 19 or 20 degrees for lows. Now, here's the storm. This is a case where we don't have to wait for this storm to develop. It's already there, and it's racing pretty rapidly off to the east. Now, the air is pretty dry for us. We still think the snow will hold off until tomorrow night. That means an easy rush hour weather-wise for Wednesday morning and also Wednesday evening.
Breadometer.
But a fair amount of snow now breaking out in Oklahoma, Kansas, and also Missouri.
Wait for it.
Now, we haven't done this in a while. We dusted off the Breadometer tonight. So just how tanky, just how big of a storm is it? Well, if it's a 10, it's like the blizzard of 96. That's run for your life kind of stuff. If it's a 7, that's a big storm. If it's a 4, it's a legitimate storm. Or a 1 or a 2 is a nuisance storm. Okay. Very good. Gravere picked a 5 right in the middle, about a 4.5. So a legitimate storm. We'll come back and we'll give you...
So, Gravere, you picked 4.
I picked a B.
You picked now, really, before you went on the air last night, when Topper shut, comes to you. You must have some production meeting where they announce that he's going to have the Breadometer.
Oh, listen, it caught me completely unaware last night.
So you didn't
he's a
know.
very busy man. He and Howard working on that forecast, working on their
absolutely.
webcast.
Working on their doublespeak, just trying to get it all dialed in.
Absolutely.
So you didn't know about that. How about?
No, I didn't.
How about Gravere, the poor saps, Mike Buchanan and Andrea Roan, that have to be on the air at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning? You work at Channel 9. You're the main anchor woman. Why does Channel 9 feel the need to broadcast at 4 a.m.?
We want this city to be prepared. We're here for you.
You know, in the old days, Buchanan would just stay up all night.
Who says he still doesn't? I'm not convinced he still doesn't.
Probably does. Oh,
all right. Well, Gravere, thank you for calling in. Can we get your guess on the weather? How many inches do you think the metro area will get?
We might get a couple of inches. Of course, I live out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, Mike, by the way, there are coyotes out there in the...
Are there really?
Yes, I live out in Fauquier County, and I have seen coyotes caca.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You know what?
I saw a black bear on my property not too long ago.
Wow. All right. Well, a fellow Fauquier resident. Fantastic.
Yep.
You married?
You guys are great. You make me laugh on my way to work every day.
Are you married, Gravere?
Yes.
Oh, damn it.
Happily married?
Hard.
Happily married?
I'm married. He's a great guy.
Very good answer. All right, thank you for checking in.
All right, guys, take care.
All right, thank you,
Mike Gravere Dinza from Channel 9.
Yeah, so even the news lady is laughing at the Breadometer on Channel 9.
The Breadometer.
The Breadometer.
And what did Topper end up... You know, we listened to, 10 hours of that tape, and we never got a forecast.
All right, hold on. Here he is at the desk.
Even though we think schools will be closed, we encourage kids to do their homework anyway. And, of course, the snow should end sometime Thursday afternoon. Heaviest snow will end right around lunchtime, it looks like. All right, snowfall potential for us. We're the bullseye. Inside the metro area, 5 to 8 inches toward Culpeper, the district in Baltimore, less to the north and less to the south. Less moisture to the north and more rain down to the south. So the next 7 days.
Now, who follows that? When a weather guy says that, he says...
Well, what they started doing, 2 years ago, is they did that whole band thing now, where they finally figured out they can't predict for the whole area, so now they give the band. So what he's saying is that he shows you one of those curved bands.
Yeah, well, that's what the guy on Channel 5 was doing.
And they don't have... You know, they mentioned, you see the little square that's Washington, and then you see out to the south and west. Well, like every other idiot in this city, we don't know whether whether we're southwest or northwest. I mean, I know I'm west of the city.
They throw up a map that looks like an acid trip, and the thing is they're panicking because they can't use the excuse rain snow line because it's so cold. Yeah. So they've come up with bands. Bands, man.
I think it's cool that Gravere Dinza called us.
Yeah, it is. It's
not bad to look at.
Yeah.
I wonder if she ever has to change Gordon Peterson's It Depends. Do you think he ever has a number 2 while he's sitting there at the desk?
Hey, what was that?
Doesn't he have a custom chair on the set?
Oh, like a toilet chair, you mean?
You see him in hospital.
I like that comment about Mike Buchanan. Who's to say he doesn't stay up all night still?
You remember Mike Buchanan was...
Hey, this is Frida.
Oh, where are you, honey? Remember Mike Buchanan was near the end of his rope during the sniper stuff.
Yeah, he was very frustrated. He felt it personally, and we kind of dug him for that, actually.
Close to cracking up, he was.
But he, in his day, when we knew him, when we were hanging around Channel 9, he was a bit a wild man.
Hey, he would party. Oh my! Now the phones. Well, now there's no reason the phones would be going nutty, right? Because it's not even snowing yet.
None of those flakes I see outside.
No, there are no flakes outside. I'm gonna bet
we haven't done our predictions yet.
No, we haven't. Baby.
Yeah, boo-boo.
Baby, have you been to the grocery store today?
I've been to 2 of them.
And now let's get a report from Frida. How are the panic lines at the grocery stores?
Jam-packed. It was hard to find a parking place.
Wow.
Jam-packed.
The title of Frida's autobiography will be Where the Crowds Are.
You're not kidding. I was at the mall today, too.
Oh, God.
It was horrible.
Now, why would I understand the panic of going to the grocery store? But why the panic of going to the mall before a snowstorm?
No, it wasn't the panic.
Mike, were you there? What were you getting? Boots?
No.
All right. That's acceptable.
It is?
Yeah.
I see. I felt like a total hanya.
Food?
No. I go to a restaurant. Boots.
No, where'd you go? Did you say boots? Or
I actually went.
No, you got boots, honey.
I went to the mall and I went to Galleon's.
Why are boots accepted? Boots is like panic. I mean,
I'm supposed to because I don't want to get my feet wet.
No,
if you don't have any boots,
I have them. Okay. They're at the other residence.
A boot is. You might as well be saying, "I believe you, honey," to the newsman, to the weatherman.
Yeah. See, my wife and I, we are both of the non-believer type.
I just don't. They might be right. They might get lucky, but I don't watch them.
We don't believe them.
You get whacked.
The other night we noticed that when they were on and they were given the temperature, they said right now at Dulles it's 20, and yet the map on the screen said 16. Yeah. So they can't even read their own map.
Well, they cheat you. That's so they can come back and say, we didn't say it was 20.
Say what you will about Mike O'Mara, but I believe it's smart to listen to the man they interviewed last night, the checker at Home Depot, who said, it never hurts to be prepared.
That's right.
Duh.
So, honey, what vitals did you get when you were at the grocery store today?
I didn't buy, didn't have anything to do with, we were just out of food. I mean, and unfortunately, I hate the grocery store. You know, that's why I like the delivery system.
Yeah.
I don't wait till the last minute. So I bought things that you would eat because you're counting your calories.
Oh. Yeah. Great.
So I bought
a snowstorm, and I just started the diet. I just started the doctor imposed diet that has to do with my back problem.
And the snowstorm is like that's a prime eating time.
And I've just been handed, what is this, radar image?
Yeah, to help you find out where we are located.
Where are we due west?
Yeah, we are.
Yes. We're due west. Honey, all right, listen, I'm going to bet $20 here. Are you with me? I say 2 inches here at the station. Maybe?
No, I'm not. I don't like gambling.
I want your input, though.
On how much snow I think we'll have?
Yes.
I think it'll be. I think it'll be slushy. So I don't think you'll even be able to. I don't think you'll be able to stick your stick in it.
Really? Hey. Boy, would I like to stick my stick in it.
No. We will be measuring on the sidewalk, the level sidewalk, not the sidewalk.
Not the grass.
You can't measure where there's any like tree overhanging, or it's got to be an open area.
It'll be like 20 feet in front of the front door.
You get the car traffic too, so we got to pick a special area.
Baby, I'm going to put you in for $20 of slush.
Yeah.
Okay, but there's no like pushing it together with your hands to measure it.
Hey, are we in agreement? We measure the top on the roof.
Who's going to get up on the roof?
I'll do.
All right.
Rob will go.
All right.
Oh, good. On an icy day, send Rob up there.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, honey. I'll put you down for slush.
All right.
All right. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, babe.
Don, you going with 2 inches?
Let me think about that for a second.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Yes, 2 inches. 2 inches.
Sure you don't want to amend that?
No, 2. I'm in 2 inches, and Rob, here's $20.
You know what? We'll settle up tomorrow because I don't have.
Yeah, let's just settle up. We'll bring our money in tomorrow.
I got 20 for my wife, saying nothing but slush.
You're in 2.
And I'm going to go 2 inches.
Okay.
Mike?
You ready?
Yep.
5.
5.
5 inches?
5 inches.
Buzzy?
4.5. 4.5 inches.
4.5. Lisa, what do you want?
I was going to say 4.5. I will go with. Let me look at what you got. I'll go with a solid 4.
Yeah.
4. Robbie?
I was going to say 8, but if I'm the last guesser, am I the last guesser?
Yeah, if you're the last guesser,
I'll say 5.5. I'll take the over.
All right, there you go. We're set all the way from my wife, who says virtually nothing, just slush,
right,
to Rob, who says 5.5, and if it's over 5.5, Rob's the big winner. And you're talking about then, let me see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Someone's going to win $120 tomorrow.
And if it's over 8 inches, it's all moot. Because we won't be here.
That's true. For $100, I might drive in and measure. Look at this.
All right, so that's it. Write down the bets. Put them in that big cranium of yours.
Got it. Now, Frida, is she saying immeasurable slush, just like a glazing of slush?
Hold on.
How much slush?
Because if she says it's like 6 inches of slush,
a winter storm of immeasurable beauty.
Slush.
Look at this slush.
What an immeasurable good time we've had.
Maybe Rob has a question for you.
Yes.
Your slush prediction, is it immeasurable slush or an inch of slush or?
Mine is that you're just going to get your ruler wet.
Okay,
All
very
right.
good.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
Can I get my ruler wet tonight?
Doogie Bear, you're part-time functioning too well.
No. Oh, and you know what? Last night with this thing with the, what are you doing, Mike?
There's these things on the counter that I put in my eyes.
Last night with my back.
Yeah.
My wife told me that last night I woke up. Bless you. I woke up crying like a little girl last night.
Oh no!
Because you were in pain?
Yeah.
And you were screaming. At one point, I woke you up and said, and touched you and said, "It's only a dream. Shh, it's a dream." And you said, "No, it's not."
Yeah.
Because you were in pain? Yeah.
Not a dream.
Yeah, not a dream, honey. All right, love you, baby.
All right, I love you too, my baby.
All right, I'll see you.
Bye, sweetie.
All right, bye-bye.
Immeasurable pain.
You were in an immeasurable amount of pain.
I hear somebody is going to tell us that roof measurements are inaccurate, right, Chris?
Yes.
Why?
If you're going to measure on the roof surface itself, it's going to be a lot warmer, so you're going to get melting snow right there.
You're right. I'm sorry, I called you a ween, but you're right.
Let's just do it on the sidewalk.
I say not the sidewalk because the county will or the city will shovel the sidewalk. The brown brick. The flat brown brick in front of our building.
We'll find it.
Just find an area that no one's walked.
Now, man.
Just find the area that's closest to 4.5
If there's no
inches.
tree over it, well, that'll be warmer, too.
No, Rob, this is the closest 4.5. Just find an area that no one's...
Look, why don't
no one's
you can
stepped in.
trust me. Why don't I just take a measurement out of my backyard?
Negative.
If I take a measurement out of my backyard, I'm sure it'll be accurate.
Negative. Sure, it'll be what did you predict?
5 inches.
It'll be 5 inches.
You did not. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, you did. I'm sorry. I think
you picked 5.5.
All right. Thank you for the call, my friend.
I have an idea, though.
What?
If you put a pan up there, something that can stay the same temperature as the air or, say, the ground.
Goodbye.
No, we're fine.
What an immeasurably...
And then suspend the pan by Colonel Corn.
Hello, Don and Mike show. Hello. And incidentally, Philly, you can play this game as well, and so can Baltimore, because the same monster killer storm is coming up there. And I'd be curious to know.
Scared kids.
I'd be curious to know if the TV stations in Baltimore and in Philadelphia are reacting the way that the TV stations in D.C.
Well, they don't. In Baltimore, they don't use the breadometer. They use the basometer.
Marty Dash.
The basometer.
That's an immeasurable amount of snow.
Actually, Marty stands outside, starting about midnight tonight, gets his head real cold, and they see how much snow accumulates.
And the graphic then would be like 6 Marty Bass heads on top of each other.
On top of sticks. Like Vlad the Impaler.
Hello, Don and Mike. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I think Frida was immeasurably correct. I'm pretty sure.
Slush? You think slush?
I don't think you're going to have anything to measure. I'll tell you that
It's
much.
going to be slush would indicate that it's going to warm up. I don't think it's going to warm up.
No.
All right.
It's very cold.
All right, hold on. Joining us now from Channel 7 is meteorologist Doug Hill.
Hi, Tom.
No, Mike, it's Doug Hill.
Hi, Doug.
Tom, Bill, George. So you don't know where Fauquier County is on the radar map?
You thought it was.
I thought you were doing the reverse psych on me, and it's really Doug Hill.
Yeah.
Doug Hill from Channel 7.
Really Doug.
Everybody's weighing in right now. Well,
Most of the kids that don't drive the short bus to school know where Fauquier County is.
it is southwest of Virginia.
No, it is in Virginia, southwest of Washington.
I meant to say southwest of Washington.
All right, now let's check in with Doug Hill from ABC7 and
Very
see
good.
his final forecast last night.
Yeah.
Here is Doug last night on the 11 o'clock news.
Final weather check.
We're under a winter storm watch. That'll be for tomorrow night and Thursday. Thursday morning's rush hour could be a bit messy. We're looking for snow beginning late tomorrow night, continuing through the rush hour Thursday morning. General numbers, 3 to 6 inches is what we're looking at.
3 to 6, says Doug. Doug, do you want to amend that now?
Nope, not a bit.
So you're standing by 3?
When pros do it, we just kind of stick with it, you know.
Everybody's weighing it right now.
Doug, your voice sounds so much better. What did you take for it?
I've been fighting this laryngitis all week, and some lady emailed me from West Virginia with a poultice involving hind parts of a raccoon and some other stuff, and wrapped the poultice around my neck, and she said my voice would get better, and it worked.
Yeah. Way to go!
Pretty amazing.
Those West Virginia cures are fantastic.
Listen, I got to tell you something for real, and this is because I know you just, you love to, rag on weather people, and that's fine. We like to rag on DJs. But the truth of the matter is, what's tough about these calls around here isn't the nefarious rain-snow line on the ground as much as it is what happens a couple thousand feet up. And what we're going to see tonight and tomorrow is that some sleet is going to work in, and sleet does not accumulate as deeply as snowflakes. So if you get sleet worked in, then, the snow pile's reduced. If it's all snow, then it goes up. So that's why we make ranges. The lower side of the range if we get sleet, the higher side of the range if we get snow.
There he goes.
I will bet you $500 to your favorite charity. If we do not get 4 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow, in the name of Don and Mike, I will contribute $500.
You're on.
Out of my wife's bank account.
That's good, Doug.
You're on, Doug.
All right, guys.
I'll take that. So we're going to take the under that we don't get at least 4 inches.
All right, you heard it here. Doug has said 4 to 6 inches where we are, and if we don't get 4 to 6 inches, he will donate $500 to our favorite charity.
And if not, we'll return the favor.
We will return the favor, and we'll do it for you, Doug.
That'll be a pleasure.
All right, thank you,
guys.
Doug.
Keep me laughing. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Doug.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
See, we pound on them and pound on them and they still come to us.
So they do.
That's great.
All right, so now we've heard from the anchor at Channel 9.
We heard from the owner.
Oh, it's too bad Doug was off. Is he gone? So I wanted to ask him what he thought of the breadometer. And he was thinking about stealing that great bit from Channel 9.
That's where he hails from Channel 9.
Yes.
That's where he got his start.
The breadometer. All right.
So Channel 4, the only one. Channel 4 and Channel 5, the only ones not to weigh in yet.
And here you go, the 10 o'clock news. Here's what the weatherman on Channel 5 had to say last night.
Good. Fox 5.
Tonight, Tuesday, December 3rd. Oh, yeah, it's cold enough for snow, and it'll be even colder tomorrow. I've got your forecast and what it means for your commute coming up.
There he is. There he is.
Dozens of calls are coming in right now to the hypothermia hotline, from blankets to free transportation.
There she is.
It's Channel 5. They got a woman who's a man and a man who's a woman. Sue Palka might as well be a man, and Will Thomas is a woman.
Shelters, no one is being forgotten on this freezing night. I'm Will Thomas to show you how your community is responding.
He has such a girl face.
Oh, my God.
All right, let's go to Channel 5.
Channel 4?
No, Channel 5.
All right, the forecast.
To hear the forecast with her new totals. Here is Sam Palka.
And much more when Fox 5 News at 10 continues.
We're still keeping a close eye on that weather system. Notice some high clouds coming in down to our south. And our average snowfall for this part of the country is anywhere from 16 to 22 inches.
Hold on a second. Robbie, where's the final thing here? Cut number 6?
I watched the 10 o'clock news last night, and they promoted.
Yeah, they did. She led with, her information at the front of the newscast, and that was like 42 after, and she said, stay tuned, I've got those new totals.
All right, here we go.
Folks will be pulling them out tomorrow, too, if they have a choice.
As they say, you can drive in 4 wheels, but stopping doesn't make you go, you don't stop on the battery. You drive faster, it doesn't make you stop.
And we're really good.
Huh? I like that guy. Whoever that anchor guy is on Channel 5.
Brian Bolter.
The smarmy, caustic, sarcastic anchor.
Something tells me that he knows that it's a goof. The whole news thing. I watch that guy and I know that he's laughing.
Mm-hmm.
I just know deep inside he's laughing.
And he's got kind of that, well, here's my delivery. Okay.
I'm a fan of him.
There you go.
I'm a fan of Tracy Neal on Channel 5, too.
Yeah. I'm now a very big fan of Gurveer Jared Dinza and Doug Hill.
Well, always, Mike.
Yes, of course.
Always Doug Hill.
We have to relearn this because we have not had a serious snowstorm around here. We had little bits and pieces, and February last year we had like 2.5, and then another day we had another half inch to get us close to 3
Come
inches.
on, bitch. What's the forecast?
And apparently we're going to be breaking that trend, and it looks like we're going to get our first chance to practice those winter driving skills Thursday morning. Looking at the new information,
Is there any reason, any wonder that our area is not in a panic? You're going to get that chance to practice your winter driving skills.
In fact, I think
Leading into the weather forecast last night, they had a guy from the Virginia State Police who was driving on ice.
Right.
And showing you how to turn into the...
Yeah, because everybody becomes retarded when they come to this area driving.
Just practicing.
Started out light, but they'll probably end up with 3 to 6 inches before all is said and done.
All right, so there you go.
3 to 6.
Sam Palka says 3 to 6. And that leaves us with the biggest tool of all the D.C. weather people.
A man who years ago, I think about 8-9 years ago, actually created his own language.
Bob Ryan, he's the master of double speak.
No one will give you as many words with as little information.
And a winter storm that's dumped snow in the south is headed straight for us.
Listen up.
Good evening. I'm Doreen Gensler. Jim Vance is off tonight. We'll have...
Oh, where was Grady last night?
Convenient.
He looks like Grady from Sanford. I've been saying that for a long time, since Jim Vance's beard went gray.
And he's a big fan. He'll never be calling this show.
No. Maybe he was partying with Goldie.
And a winter storm that's dumped snow in the south is headed straight for us. Good evening. I'm Doreen Gensler. Jim Vance is off tonight. We'll have more on the Beltway accident in just a moment, but first we want to get the very latest on this approaching storm. Bob Ryan is in Storm Center 4 with details. Bob?
Doreen, already some of the high clouds are spreading our way, getting a little bit closer out in West Virginia. Here's where that storm is. It's still getting organized right now in Texas. There is a severe thunderstorm watch out until 3 o'clock in the morning, and already there's ice through parts of Missouri and on into Oklahoma City. Really nasty down there. Look at our temperature. 27 degrees. So as a result of the moisture coming, it is a winter storm watch. A watch, meaning the possibility of 4 inches or more snow. But it's for tomorrow night. The way it's looking, actually, it's going to be the first snow may not be arriving until late tomorrow night. No problems tomorrow.
All right, let's go to his forecast.
Down in Missouri, it's 40 degrees. Look at our temperature right now.
Well, Bob's here with more about the snow that's headed our way.
No problem tomorrow.
Okay.
Hope everybody's done their homework. As a matter of fact, you may be hearing some forecasts of snow as early as tomorrow afternoon. I'm really confident that's not going to happen. Matter of fact, I think things are slowing down looking at the trends, and outside right now, we got the cold air in on us. But I think we probably now won't be seeing the first snowflakes until well after midnight. Maybe a few folks out to the west. Right now, 24 degrees. The last time we had it's been almost 2 years, snow lovers. That was a 9-incher, and that was more than that in southern Maryland.
You think he's got a giant Woody right now?
Stop confusing me.
Not only is it cold, but this is also dry air. You know, don't walk across the carpet and touch the cat. Boy, you'll both have a shocking experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold it. He is a conjurer. He's an effing warlock.
What does that have to do with the weather?
But he'll say something like, and out of Missouri, look at the snow they got there. Our temperature is going to be down. The cat, don't touch the cat. Snow, rain, thing.
No punctuation, no complete sentences.
Golden shovel.
If you try to read him on closed captioning, you're going to end up stabbing your loved one.
Well, Bob's here with more about the snow that's headed our way.
No problem tomorrow.
Okay.
Hope everybody's done their homework. As a matter of fact, you may be hearing some forecasts of snow.
Fast forward this.
As early as tomorrow.
That's a real answer.
You'll be more removed from the storm track, which is looking a little bit more toward the south now. We'll probably actually be seeing lesser amounts than maybe right in Washington or the immediate southern suburbs. But on the other hand, you folks down there in around Fredericksburg, even though it's very cold now, enough moisture may come in and a little bit of a wedge of mild air. There could be a period of...
It might back more suddenly. You people around Fredericksburg is cold right now. Step on the cat.
Classic Ryan.
Which is looking a little bit more toward the south now. We'll probably actually be seeing lesser amounts than maybe right in Washington or the immediate southern suburbs. But on the other hand, you folks down there in Fredericksburg, even though it's very cold now, enough moisture may come in and a little bit of a wedge of mild air. There could be a period of sleet and freezing rain. Let's hope not, because that's really nasty. Here's what's going on. There's that area of storm, and as I mentioned earlier, that's a severe thunderstorm watch until 3 o'clock. Here's the track.
Where?
And again, I put in, as we will with every storm this season, sort of the zone of uncertainty. There was the the earlier, I thought it would be
zone of uncertainty.
He's the king.
North Carolina. It looks like the track maybe just a little bit more to the south.
What?
Meaning, if anything, the accumulations, the first look at accumulations would be more toward the lower side. Still 4, 5, 6 inches of snow is a fair amount for the first one. And
that is a classic Bob Ryan. More towards the lower side. Still 4 to 5 inches, but towards the lower side.
Track, which is looking a little bit more toward the south now, will probably actually be seeing lesser amounts than maybe right in Washington or the immediate southern suburbs. But on the other hand, you folks down there in around Fredericksburg, even though it's very cold now, enough moisture may come in and a little bit of a wedge of mild air. There could be a period of sleet and freezing rain. Let's hope not, because that's really nasty. Here's what's going on. There's that area of storm, as I mentioned.
He has said in this 2 minutes that we have isolated.
You've gotten thunderstorm warning, wedge of warm air.
Don't touch your cat.
South, north, carpeting. 4
to 8 inches.
Jesus Christ.
To freezing rain. To less in the south.
Lesser amounts.
Less in the north.
Yeah, and you're ready to throw the TV out the window.
Don't forget to figure in the zone of uncertainty.
The zone of uncertainty. This is our zone of uncertainty.
That's a severe thunderstorm watch until 3 o'clock. Here's the track, and again, I put in, as we will with every storm this season, sort of the zone of uncertainty. There was the earlier, I thought it would be following a track to the south of North Carolina. It looks like the track maybe just a little bit more to the south, meaning, if anything, the accumulations that the first look at accumulations would be more toward the lower side. Still 4, 5, 6 inches of snow is a fair amount for the first
right
one.
There. Wait. That's what he said. The accumulations should be more towards the lower side. Still 4 to 5 inches of snow.
Well, what? It will be frozen. It will be very cold. So as this comes in, and tomorrow there'll be freezing rain spreading into western North Carolina, even parts of South Carolina,
we don't live
and
there.
through Tennessee. But I don't think any of the snow will be reaching us again until well after midnight. Then as we go through tomorrow night and during the day on Thursday morning does indeed look nasty.
I hate to do this, but really. He doesn't think the snow will be getting here until well after midnight, so he's calling for it tomorrow night. No, that would be Thursday morning. I'm sorry, he's a conjurer, and he's got to be stopped.
Moderate snow for a time, then the storm moves off, so you're still sticking with this accumulation with a mix, though, for you folks through southern Maryland. So overnight tonight, look forward for the remainder of the night. Temperatures drop. Some spots near 10 degrees tomorrow, no problems. I think we may see a bit of morning sunshine through the high clouds, then the clouds...
What's the bottom line, Bob?
Bottom line.
Not until now, late tomorrow night. And so Thursday morning will be the problem. With snow, it could even be moderate for a time, but then I'm very confident also, this is not going to be a monster storm, one of those storms.
Wait. Snow that could be moderate for a while, but then again...
Not a monster storm, and less accumulations, but still 4 to 5 inches.
It hangs around. It will be relatively fast-moving, but again, the potential, the possibility is still there for 4 to 8 inches, although again, I'm leaning a little bit...
Now he goes up to 8 inches.
Yeah, that's new.
He just changed himself again. He just changed again.
Yeah.
He is, you know what, really? He should have
He should have like a Harry Potter outfit.
I was just going to say that, Harry Potter. He should be in the Sorcerer's Stone.
He needs one of those like dunce caps that has half moons and stars on it.
A Merlin hat.
Yeah, he needs to be out there with a rope.
You're a wizard. You're a wizard, Bob Ryan.
Give him a stick that's got some like one of those crystal balls on the end
with a wand.
Yes,
a magic around. It will be relatively fast moving, but again,
you're a wizard.
The potential, the possibility is still there for 4 to 8 inches. Although again, I'm leaning a little bit more toward the 4, 5, 6 area. But we'll refine things tomorrow. We still got to.
So he's just said
Bob Potter
4 to 8, but he leans more towards 4, 5, 6.
Which is not to say the southern areas, which might get more of a mix of freezing rain, which means lower accumulations, and depending on where the storm track and a thunderstorm warning over here.
And Mike, don't forget the uncertainty zone.
The uncertainty zone.
The zone of uncertainty.
Absolutely unaccounted for from Wizard Bob Ryan.
Jesus,
you're a wizard, Bob Ryan.
Well, you've heard them all. Now you've heard all 4 of the major stations in D.C. You know, is it any wonder that people go nuts here?
No wonder
when
at
you
all.
get this kind of coverage.
Right, exactly.
I want to talk to somebody from Philadelphia.
Yes.
John, are you from Philly?
Well, I listen on YSP, but I'm in Jersey.
Yeah, listen, when they forecast the weather there,
right?
Do they, like on KYW, on Channel 3 or on Channel 10, do they build it up to this fever pitch that we have in D.C.?
Oh, yeah, they want you to go out and raid the stores and go crazy and think you're going to be locked in your house for 3 or 4 days.
So they do the same thing in Philly?
Oh yeah, and then nothing ends up happening.
That's, I think, the same thing in any East Coast city. I think they do it. I think they get all worked out. I think it's the snow belt areas, your Buffalo, New Yorks, your Chicago, Illinois. They don't have the same kind of intensity.
Do they talk about the rain-snow line in Philadelphia the way they do here?
Yeah, usually it's 40 miles inland, from the ocean it's going to be rain and then snow other ways. But what are you guys doing to the tape? You got to be advancing it or something. Nobody can talk that fast and not say anything.
Isn't that amazing the way he speaks? He really, I mean, any city can relate to a guy talking like that.
Yeah. He's the king of doublespeak. I mean, at least with the guy with the breadometer, he's got a graphic that shows you need 5 loaves of bread to get you through this thing.
Bob Dumbledore.
Doug Hill, the guy from ABC7. Now I say he's got some nuts. He came on the show. And he thinks we're going to get 4 inches. He bet us $500 for charity that we're going to get 4 inches of snow.
Next time he does a forecast, he ought to say, "Let me open my chamber of secrets."
But then you've got, Bob Ryan with the zone of uncertainty.
The zone of uncertainty, Harry Potter.
Who can trust a weatherman who has, as part of his arsenal, the zone of uncertainty? I'm totally ready to back off Topper Shut and the breadometer.
Absolutely.
Because the zone of uncertainty.
I'm Bob Ryan. Here's the forecast right now. Now, we've got a band of snow that's coming up out of the south. You'll see that the southern areas of our area are really going to probably be looking at a little less, probably less accumulation. Still a chance of 4 to 5 inches, and the snow band in the middle will be somewhere in the neighborhood of, I would guess right now, well, we've got over here a thunderstorm warning out of Missouri that's going to be in effect until 8 o'clock tonight. Right now, the zone of uncertainty is telling me that if you're north and west of the city, there's a chance you might get less snow, but I'm still thinking there's a possibility of a band of snow. If that does mix with sleet, however, you're going to have to remember that the accumulation might not be the same. All in all, I'm still calling for anywhere from 0 to 50 inches of snow.
Don't forget, it's so dry. Don't touch your cat.
That guy makes as much sense as Madden on crack would.
Don't touch your cat.
Don't touch your cat because it's dry. If you touch your cat in these dry conditions, the cat may explode.
Thank you, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
All right, well, they've all checked in. Yeah. All the TV stations. We got a bet with Doug Hill from ABC7.
Right.
For 4 inches, he thinks we'll get at least 4. Gravir Dinza from Channel 9, I guess she's with Topper, where he says, get 5 loaves of bread. I don't know if that... I think Topper said... What was his final total? Was it...
I think he called 3 to 6.
3 to 6. That was on his forecast, but Doug said, 4... What is it, 4 to...
4 to 6.
4 to
and
6.
Sam Palka, we never got Sam Palka from Channel 5 and his prediction because he just rambled on way too much.
Oh, you didn't mention Burger Jeff and his style. He's got a much simpler style than Bob Ryan, but it's still conjuring. It's still designed to confuse. He'll give the whole forecast, tell you what the temperatures are north and south of the city, and then he'll say, and my total accumulations are going to be 4 degrees.
That's because he's a former DJ.
Right.
Mike joining us now is the conjurer, Bob Ryan. Bob.
Who is Bob Ryan?
You didn't get me that time. Okay. All right. Hey, you got me. Were you trying to reverse psych me?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, I'm trying.
I was when I said joining us now, Doug Hill.
You did such a great job. I really thought it was this man.
Because you would never think that, the Channel 9 lady and the Channel 7 guy would both be calling on the same day.
Not during the same break.
Right.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, guys.
Tom, how much snow do you think we're going to get?
4 to 6 inches.
No, I mean exactly how much?
8 inches.
Right in the middle,
Tom.
then.
Hello, John from Philly. John.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, the guys down here, they actually name the winter storms like they do with hurricanes.
Oh, have they named this one? Have they named?
They haven't named this one yet, but I'm sure they will be today. It's ridiculous.
El Retardo.
Yeah, hey, I just want to say I'm a new listener to you guys, and it took a little while, but you guys really won me over, so keep up the good work.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
We're going to do one more call, and we're up on a break. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How we doing?
We're doing great.
I'm calling from Burlington, Vermont.
Right.
We don't worry about snow less than a foot.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Burlington, Vermont, I mean, they laugh at us. They laugh at the way we react to snow down here.
Amen, brother.
One time I was in Pennsylvania, there was an inch of snow, and they were closing schools, and I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Right. That's right, because it doesn't matter.
But the reason I'm calling is I want to know what Bill O'Reilly thinks of this whole snow situation.
It's a great way to get out of this break. We do have a thought today. Thought of the day from fake newsman Bill O'Reilly. Bill, what say you?
What's going to stop me from coming in with a load of heroin, setting up a little stand, and selling it to anybody who wants to come through?
There you go. That's the thought of the day from fake newsman Bill O'Reilly.
Wow.
Hear it one more time, Billy.
What's going to stop me from coming in with a load of heroin, setting up a little stand, and selling it to anybody who wants to come through?
There you go. Happy holidays.
Oh, he is poisoning this radio station.
Happy holidays. You know, when he's on, that's the zone of uncertainty right there. The 2 hours of radio time they give him every day.
You know what? They're always consistent. The Bill O'Reilly moments are consistent.
Let's clear out the line, see if we give away $500 right now with the secret sound, a common, everyday sound. Identify it. Win the cash. Phone number 877-365-3636. Dial recklessly, you animals, and we'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show. What you see is what you get with Females for Hire. And it's a lot more than you have ever seen. Yes, Females for Hire makes the happy hooker look like Mother Goose. It's all here, all of it, with everything left in and nothing left out. The story of the jungle they call the street and the girls who have become the most dangerous game on earth. Here is the marketplace, the buyers and the sellers, the conners and the conned, the dream and the nightmare. Females for Hire. They guarantee you a good time. The contract doesn't say you'll come out alive. You're playing with fire with Females for Hire. From Independent International, rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
The Don and Mike Show. This is Tom Bodette. What you see is what you get with Females for Hire.
They says bad language. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Remember a couple of weeks ago we had that discussion about me farting, and I said I haven't farted in such a long time, and you took such great offense?
I don't think that's you as much as that lilac spray. Did you get some of that?
No, lilac is just awful, though.
I mean, really, that's not him. I sprayed that spray after he let one.
Yeah.
And it's made it... And it smells like ass.
It's worse.
It's a lose-lose. This is a bad...
Where's our citrus spray?
I think we're out.
Oh, no.
We haven't had to do the mention one.
But that was you have not had a death fart like that in a long time.
It was a bad one.
No.
It was a bad one.
I can tell you've changed your eating habits.
Yeah, you know, it sucks. I alluded to it a moment ago. What do you have there, Buzz?
Try my brand. This is Wizard Nutra Air.
Please bring that over here.
This will be a lot better than lilac.
Bob Ryan Nutra Air. Wizard Nutra Air.
Wizard. You're a wizard, Bob Ryan.
So, you know, I've had this crap with my back.
Yeah.
And to be technical about it, it's my L5... Yeah, spray, Robbie, spray.
Not too much.
It's for those of you who know anything about the back. Mm-hmm. It's my L5 and the S1, which is the last. The L5 is the last one on your vertebrae.
Down to your bottom.
Yeah, and the S5 is the first one on the bottom.
The S5 is where food comes out, right?
Your toxics.
No, it's the L5 and the S1.
That was a joke.
I know, and they're squeezed together. They're singed together, and there's a little sac, spelled S-A-C, where there are nerve endings, and that's why I'm in so much pain. Yeah. So when I went to see the doctor the other day, another one of the specialists that I've seen, he said, well, you have two options. I can operate on you right now, and you'll have gigantic scars going up and down your back, and you know, you might lose some feeling in one of your legs permanently.
You just said that kind of matter-of-factly?
Yeah. Or you could lose weight. That because I'm fat, my spine, I'm putting too much pressure on my spine. So he says if I lose weight, that there'll be less pressure on the spine, and he'll be able to go in with a much more less evasive procedure.
Invasive, right? Yeah, right.
That would just enable him to push this bulging disc back in. So
hey, piece of cake, losing weight. Like we wouldn't do it if we could.
The task that I have at hand is to lose 30 pounds, and he's given me till January 28th.
30 pounds in a month.
Yeah, well, yeah, in a month and a half.
Month and a half.
Month and a half.
Well, it's the never-ending battle. You and I have both lost hundreds of pounds over the years, and good luck to you.
Gained them right back.
You and Rob have both lost at one point like 70 pounds, right?
Yeah, and put it right back on. So now
it's more fun to put it back on. Of course it is.
It sure is. And now I gotta lose it now.
Yeah. But that sucks though, because I know you've you got down to a weight and gained a little bit back, but you haven't gained it all back.
Yeah, but I got to lose at least 30. Otherwise, it's bad news.
And
hello, Operation City.
You do a little exercise, but the bottom line is the way I've found it is, when you're talking about losing weight, it's what you take in. Mm-hmm. Food and drink. That's what it's all about.
That's why you're getting those nice, slim, fast farts today.
What works really great is the man juice diet. It worked for me.
I'd rather have the surgery.
Oh, okay, well.
I'd rather have the surgery.
But, doctors don't know everything.
Yeah. No, they don't, Mike. Your doctor does.
Yeah.
Do you have your thing?
Yeah, I got my thing.
Oh, hold on. Caller 100. Then you can show us your thing.
Here's my little pamphlet. I'll just show you the cover before we take
your doctor's thing about Mike's breathing problems.
Don't get dying on us, Mike.
Hello there. Don and Mike Show. Hello. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't turn on the phones. Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hey, who's this?
This is DJ.
DJ, where are you from?
I'm from Fairfax.
All right, DJ. Here you go. From You're Going Nowhere, Washington Redskins, an autographed Redskins jersey autographed by Champ Bailey.
Aye.
Courtesy of American Express.
Yes.
You don't want it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Get ready to earn. Introducing the new American Express card with rewards built in. Call 1-800-THE-CARD. But wait, there's more. I'll also give you a copy of the Rocky Xbox video game from Microsoft. Go to www.rocky.ubi.com and see what the excitement is all about. And are you in the mood to travel to Atlantic City to go to a heavyweight fight?
Oh. You're talking to the caller, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You want them?
Oh, yeah.
Pair of tickets to see the real deal.
Evander
Holyfield versus former heavyweight champ Chris Boyd. Brought to you by Don King Productions and Caesars of Atlantic City. Title fights on Saturday, December 14th at Atlantic City's Boardwalk Hall. Call Ticketmaster, 800-736-1420 for tickets. These are supposed to be for Philly listeners, but you can drive up to Atlantic City, right?
Oh, yeah.
Me and Mike did it. You have a great time. Now, we've given you all of that, and still you have the chance to play for $500 if you can identify the secret sound.
All right.
A common everyday sound. I will give you another small hint today. Mm-hmm. It involves electronics, and it's a sound that most adults, most oldsters and youngsters hear, and you hear it both inside and outside. Are you ready?
I'm prepared.
All right, play the sound for you now. Give you 15 seconds to noodle it through. Please don't answer till Mike sings like
Triple M.
And we wish you Godspeed.
Caller, name this sound.
And I know what that is. It's music, marriage, and misery, right?
No, it's Mixmaster Mike.
That means we're going to hear something original here. There's the sound, and here's the song.
I'm never boring. I don't go whoring. Now if I just can stop this snoring.
Yeah. For $500. Name that and claim that. What is that sound?
Oh, setting the alarm clock.
Setting the alarm.
We're sorry.
That's an alarm clock outside.
I keep mine up.
Rob raised his hand.
All right, thank you. Don't forget that every guest is a clue for you. A clue for you. Thank you. Hold on just a second. Those Holyfield tickets, courtesy 94 WYSP, the rock station. Now,
very good.
I told you about my thing with the doctor. Mike's got this whole deal. His voice has been effed up.
Right.
For been months now.
Right. Months now.
And that's why we had to start the whole Charlie is dying bit.
But he's not anymore, Don.
Because Mike's voice is getting better.
Yeah, it's getting better slowly but surely.
And, walk us through this.
Okay, so I go to the ear, nose, and throat doctor because I've got this laryngitis thing happening for a long time. And it's gotten better kind of on its own. But during that process, they said I have this reflux and that, it's like this acid indigestion, which has has actually come up and damaged, the vocal cords and the voice box a little bit. So I have to take this Pepsid AC before I go to bed because of that. I have to actually get bed elevators so that I lift the front of my bed a couple of inches up off the ground so it leans down towards the.
You need a Craftmatic adjustable hospital bed.
Ideally, if I had it, if I wanted to get a new bed, which I don't, I'd get that, the lift-up bed where you could actually really elevate it. But no, I just put these things that you get at Bed Bath & Beyond. They're these little cones that you put underneath
Bed Bath & Beyond.
That's where they said to go get them. Yeah. But I've been in that store many times, and you know what? I've loved it. I shop there. I buy all my cooking utensils there, and my bedding and my bath stuff.
Yeah, I know. Bath oil beads.
I had to get a lot of new stuff done.
Oh, come on.
I had to get a lot of new stuff for my new place.
Come on, I know.
And for the place up in New York. So I've been to Bed Bath & Beyond a couple of times. And you know what? It is wonderful. If I could keep going on about Bed Bath & Beyond.
No, I want to hear about your snoring and your problem with your lungs. And
So I go in, and one of the things they say... I mentioned the fact that I have my nose broken 3 times growing up, a couple of times very badly playing hockey, including the worst break, which really put a real dent in my nose and moved it over to the right a little bit, and I never got it fixed. And the doctor said, well, ideally they should have set that right after it happened. I
think your ugly nose gives you character.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But you can actually see I have a mark on the side now where the skin is very delicate there because there's a crack. There's a separation between the nose. And what it has resulted in is a very bad deviated septum, and I've got a messed up nose. So
are you sure it's because you're not like Whitney Houston?
I didn't do any cocaine during the 1980s or the 90s or ever for that matter, so I don't think it's a result of that. That's another thing that causes a septum to deviate, right. Or it can be congenital. You can get it from birth. So I go in and go to one guy who wants to immediately operate. He just wants to go in there and just cut me open, fillet my nose and move it all around and then just go back in and do the outside part and move it over. So everything's fine with that. I said, well, I'm going to get a second opinion. So I go to get a second opinion, take my x-rays. This doctor says to me, the final person that says, yes, it's a reflux thing, elevate your bed, and have you ever had a sleep study done? And I said, oh, I've heard of those. You might have sleep apnea where you stop breathing. I said, I don't have sleep apnea. I said, my wife said I snored a bit, but I don't have a real problem. So I call my ex and I say to Laura, I said, what's the deal? I said, she said, oh my God, it was horrible. I said, well, you never said that. I said, well, there's the deal. We never communicated on that level. But anyway, she didn't share that with me a lot. She said, yes, you did snore very severely. And in fact, she made a big mention of it. And so I go back to the doctor. I said, yes, I have had this problem with sleeping. And she said, we can do one of two things. You can go to a lab where they take you overnight into this lab facility and they put all these bells and whistles on you and you sleep at the place. And I immediately go, oh no. Or you can do SNAP, the sleep home tests.
Yeah, you do the take it at home thing.
Right. So they give you this little suitcase with this computer in it, and it's got a computer, and then it's got a little strap that adjusts to your nose, and you put that under your nose, and you put your finger on a little mirror where your...
so you got to pretend you're Imus for a night.
I did. I actually pretended I was Imus for a night, and that leads to the end of this story, which is pretty significant, speaking of Imus. And so I get this thing, you put a little floppy disk in the computer, and you go to sleep. And it measures it, then you take it back to the doctor. And I did this a couple of weeks ago, dropped the thing off, and then I had my appointment today. So the doctor comes in and says, we got the results of your sleep study. And I said, oh, did you? And she says...
and immediately, not a good sign when you get
wow. She said, at one point during 1 hour, you weren't getting along... You were getting air into your lungs 48 times, which means, I guess, sleep apnea is when you kind of knock off breathing for a second.
Right.
When you'd be sitting there, you'd be going, and then you go,
nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
Where the throat just shuts down. Mm-hmm. And so she says there are only two... And I'm getting like this horribly small percentage of oxygen that you need to get when you're sleeping. And I've always thought it was the hangovers that make me feel run down, you know?
Wow.
But it's really the fact that I've got this left side of my nose that's kind of shut down, and I don't breathe well when I sleep.
You actually stop breathing when you sleep.
So she says, you know, they always have the alternatives. They're a little bit like weather forecasters in this way. They always have like little
zone of uncertainty.
The zone of uncertainty always exists in the medical community. She says we have two options. We can do surgery, but I know you probably don't want to do that. It's kind of a painful process, and it would knock you out of commission for a good 2 weeks because of all the packing. And I just picture, you know, the nose like swollen out to here, and it's the last thing I want to do. She said, or you can sleep with an apparatus.
Do you have it?
I don't have it yet. I have a picture of it.
Oh, great. Let me see the picture.
And I have agreed to go with the apparatus. Yeah. And, of course, these are the nice little diagrams of all the...
Just get to the apparatus. Get to the apparatus. I want to see. What is it?
This is what I will be sleeping with.
Is it like that thing we made Butler that time that has the...
Now that I'm newly single, the chicks are going to go wild.
Penis coming out of the chin?
Something like that. Here is what I will be sleeping with, Don, from now on.
Let me take a look at it. Oh, God. God. All right. It's an oxygen mask.
Oh, I'm going to be the boy in the bubble.
It's an oxygen mask
right.
that has elastics going around the top and on the sides.
Right.
Almost like the thing that would come down in an airplane.
It apparently provides...
In case of emergency.
Air pressure. Forcing air.
And it's got a vacuum hose.
That's the thing I hate is the hose. Look at that thing. Jesus Christ.
How are you ever going to get laid while you're wearing this?
They said put it under the bed when someone comes over.
But the best thing is you can finally realize your dream of sleeping underwater.
Is that not? I'll bring it in when I get it because I want to show you what it's going to look like.
Handsome. Well, just from the picture right here.
I mean, look at that. Can you imagine? Well, you know, the one...
God damn.
The one that I saw looked a little less... They had a picture of the real machines they use. Mm-hmm. And here's another deal. You rent it until you own it. It's like in a whole insurance thing. I said, well, is somebody snotty, like breathing? He said, no, it's all new stuff. You just rent it until it's ready to come out.
So you're going to have to sleep with an oxygen mask that's hooked up to a vacuum cleaner hose. And then here's the question.
And forcing, like, oxygen into my... It's a compressor.
That's what I was going to ask. They don't have a picture of the machine.
Yeah, the machine, you can see a little piece of the machine, which is right... It fits right on the nightstand. Right to the right there. And that's what I'm going to have to deal with.
When are you going to start this?
I don't know. I got to go. They apparently contact you with the information on the machine, and then they bring it to your home. And then they give you like a training session on it.
Please,
this is heavy duty. This is heavy duty.
Yeah. This is like absolutely. I must like.
I mean, isn't that horrible?
Yeah, it's great.
And that might not even work. So I have to try that, and then get it done. And that's there it is. If your mask doesn't fit or feel right, talk to your doctor.
Yeah.
How the hell am I going to sleep with this thing, with this hose attached to my schnoz?
Can you picture mine? He's out, he's clubbing one night, gets back to his place.
Hi, how are you? Listen, before we turn in, let me turn this on. I hope it doesn't bother you, but I'm now going to be attaching a hose to my nose.
Would you strap me in, please?
Listen, why don't you slip out of those things whilst I strap on my oxygen tent? Hey, baby, are you turned on now?
Jesus Christ.
Fan-effing-tastic.
Here is Wendell Hall, our engineer. Hi, Wendell.
You can build one.
Hey, hi, Wendell.
When you get your CPAP, when I got my CPAP...
Oh, no, don't tell me you have one, too.
Yeah, buddy.
You have a CPAP?
As did...
C-Pop. John Pop. We're in good company.
Wow. When I got mine, I had them do the fitting here.
Oh, really?
They did the same.
Oh, yeah, all right. I'll have them do the fitting here. Absolutely.
Wendell, do you still sleep with an oxygen mask?
Yeah, it works great.
Hey, did it improve your lifestyle?
Yeah, immensely.
Not as tired, right?
I felt much better.
Yeah. Really? Okay, good.
I was falling asleep driving home.
Really?
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Okay, good. Well, and you call it CPAP.
Constant positive airway pressurization.
Wow.
What do you do when you're getting laid, Wendell? Do you not use it those nights?
That would be right.
Okay.
Who needs sleep then anyway?
Yeah, right.
Other pressurization then.
Amen, brother. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, John Pop is still occasionally having to use it. He just wanted me to let you know.
Well,
so he's
you use it forever, right? I mean, it's not like a cure. You use it
Until
to
you
sleep
die.
until you die.
Oh, or until the factors that make you need it in the first place go away. Overweight's a factor in that.
Well, that ain't going away anytime soon if I have anything to say about it.
Matt Elliott had sleep apnea, or may still have it.
Hey, Mike, go on my great diet. It's called the lose 30 pounds or we're going to have to operate on your back diet.
They said, I asked her about weight, and she said, in my case, because of my schnoz, weight has very little to do with my problem. That's the truth, Wendell. F you, Wendell.
I feel
Wendell
great.
gives me like the okay, yeah, right sign. You know? Wendell, can you be any happier for me? Can you be any more delighted? I guess it's a fellow sufferer,
I'm
right?
glad that your life is going to improve radically. Really, you will feel better.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Like instantaneously.
With your oxygen mask you'd be
I'll tell
sleeping with.
you know what I said? And then I made all the nurses laugh in the place when I said, you know what you call this here? See this guy right here? Chick magnet. Right there with the oxygen tent. Jesus Christ. Wow. You know. Just said also with my nose, the way it is, said the apparatus is not a definite lock.
Hey, Wendell, how much noise does that baby make when Mike goes to turn that thing on?
It's super quiet.
That's
super quiet?
Yeah, it's
the Whisper Quiet 2000. Hey, listen, I hope this doesn't bother you. I'll make you eggs in the morning. Don't mind me. All right, I'm going to put this on right now. Hey, listen, can I tell you something? You have the most beautiful eyes I think I've ever seen. Oh, this is a device that I attach to myself to breathe at night. No problem. How's that? Okay. I hope this doesn't bother you. I'll be wearing this all night long. But, listen, I take it off when I wake up in the morning. Maybe we can... Oh, it's broken down again. Let me just turn it over one more time. There. Oh, I can breathe now. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. All right. Oh, don't touch me. You'll knock the hose out of my nose. Oh, God.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Yeah, well, I'll let you know how it works. Do you want me to have the fitting done in here?
Yes.
All right, I'll have the fitting done in here.
Positively.
Okay.
Do it, man.
For my CPAP.
Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Continuous positive airway pressure.
Hello.
Hello.
See, that's funny. That's funny. And I'm allowed to laugh because you laughed when I got hit by a car.
You know, I wouldn't have told you about it if I knew you weren't. I knew you were going to laugh at
funny.
me. It's the truth.
Hello, Don Mike.
Don Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, I was calling to tell you about your back.
Yes.
I had something similar done about 6 years ago with it, and I had my L3, 4, and 5 fused together.
Yes.
So if they say anything to you about fusion to fix that stuff, you tell them, you don't want to do it.
Why? What?
It has been the worst experience. The doctor told me, said, I know exactly what's wrong with you. I can fix it.
Well, thankfully, all the doctors I've been to have all said that they're not guys that want to get right in and cut right away.
Right.
Do you think we're at the stage now where we could actually have a medical segment on the show every day?
Oh, I know we could. I could definitely tell you about back problems.
Yeah, we could have something, with between you and me and Buzz and now Rob, Rob getting into that ill health range right now.
Not getting any younger.
But yeah, they took and did that and put 6 stainless steel screws and 2 titanium rods in my back.
Yeah. Oh,
they did all that stuff and everything.
Okay. I don't want to hear that. Goodbye.
Oh, just don't let.
Goodbye. I don't want to hear that.
If your doctor takes and does fusion on your back, tell him you want no part of it.
They took and did it with screws.
They even went and filled his pills with sugar.
I tell you, man, he said, I guess I'm good for this.
Screws and rods and titanium. And my doctor, this new guy, the spinal guy, and it's his whole way that he gets his message across, I guess. Just a real prick. You know what I mean?
No bedside manner.
No, and he's, I called him to his face, the Pakistani prick.
Really?
Because he's one of these Middle Eastern guys wearing his goddamn clogs. In the office, and his
hospital clog.
And he's looking at all of the various MRIs and stuff that they've done, and he says, well, it would be very helpful. He really doesn't speak like that. He speaks with the perfect accent. It would be very helpful to lose 30 pounds.
I would like you to eat rice cakes now, just with a touch of curry or cumin.
Because if you were to lose 30 pounds, I could go in and much easily just push back the bulging disc.
That is all I ask you to do. I wanted to have 30 pounds. It should be very easy.
Yeah, well, I'm motivated.
It's certainly easy for my people. Go ahead. Piece of cake, but you can't have any.
I'm motivated, trust me. I'm motivated. And the worst mistake of all was I told my wife the truth. That was a huge mistake, telling her the truth about what the doctor said, because all I get from her is, well, it's a blessing in disguise. Right. It's a blessing in disguise. I've told you that you need to lose about 30 pounds. It's a blessing in disguise. You know what? We'll do it together. I'll make sure that this is, if she says this one more time, I'm going to clock her. It's a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise.
To the moon, Alice.
I'm waking up in the middle of the night. I'm crying because my back is hurting so much. I got no feeling in my goddamn thigh.
Still no feeling in your thigh?
My right leg, right, because all the nerve endings are jammed up. Yes. But she's happy because I have to go on a diet.
Well, why don't you, maybe you pop that mask on at night, you feel better.
It's a blessing in disguise.
So now, starting now, right? What about, for this weekend?
Well, now here's the deal. I said to him, that we have the holiday season coming up.
Yes, of course.
And the guy said to me, let's talk about that. Mm-hmm. How many holiday parties do you think you will be attending?
And he doesn't have an accent.
No, he doesn't. And I said, I've got one Friday and probably New Year's Eve and a Christmas party. Well, then at tops, we'll have 4 parties. Mm-hmm. So 4 times over the next month, you may enjoy yourself. Otherwise, let's get on it. When you come back on January 28th, I want you to be 30 pounds lighter. And then we will do the less invasive procedure on you. And then I can release the pressure from your back. And then you will have a very minor stay. The guys give me the whole rap about, But if I don't lose this 30 pounds, probably they're going to go in with saws and,
steel rods and screws.
Yeah, right.
You magnificent bastard. I salute you.
There he is. And Mike, here for you now is a guy who says his wife has sex with him while he's wearing the oxygen mask you have to wear. Tom, is that true?
Right. Yes, it's absolutely true. 1 week after I got the CPAP, she goes, look, I want to ask you something. Can you please do it with the machine running and on and all that?
Wow. Let me ask you a question. Was it better with the machine?
Yeah, more energy.
More oxygen.
General.
So what is it? Is it pumping oxygen into you? Is that what
forcing it in? Sure.
It's just pumping air. Just the same room air that whatever you would normally breathe if you were laying there on the bed. It's just the room air. It's not oxygen.
So maybe that air would go down to your D. Right? Because that's the whole deal. That's the whole deal.
I'll know right away if it works. I'll know if I wake up, normally you can tell. The worst part of my day is morning because it's just, I do wake up like I'm Dracula getting out of a coffin.
This will sound very gay, but why don't you try getting your jerk on while you've got it on?
Like when I have it, or like in the morning after I've had it on and I keep it on and
keep
try
it on
in the morning.
Mm-hmm. See.
That's done.
See if the results are
I'll do that little experiment.
Are any better.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I chip the plaster, I'll let you know.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air. Hello.
Oh, my God. I was going to volunteer my services for Don to help him lose weight. I'm a personal trainer over here in Virginia.
No, part of the deal is, and this is the tough part, because my back is the way it is, I can't even bend over to tie my shoes.
Oh, well, not every exercise is going to be involved bending over.
You know what? I don't want.
No, he's injured.
I don't want some drill instructor taking care of me.
No.
I'll work
it's not a drill instructor.
Sarah, listen. The doctor has told me stuff I can do.
He did.
Yes, he did.
Do you have a place you're going to do it, or are you just going to kind of ignore it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it right on your wife's face.
There you go.
Hey, thank you, Mr. Stallion.
No problem.
All right, take care, buddy. Bye, Jake.
Bye.
Make those payments.
Don't quit. Work on those abadebbas.
Don't need that right now. Thank you. Trust me, the motivation is there. When the doctor says, lose the weight, or we're going to have to cut your back open, and you have a giant 8-inch scar in your back.
And, the scar aside, just the idea of them getting in there and messing with your spine.
Yeah, so, don't worry. I'm motivated. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, the CPAP is the greatest thing in the world, Mike. You're going to feel 100% better.
I've heard that now from 5 people, and I'm very excited about that. I hope that's the case.
Here's the thing, though. You can't talk when you're wearing the thing because it, blows air down through your nose and out your mouth, and you sound like Darth Vader.
Cool.
Oh, I'll have to Wow. I'll have to like try it in here. And
bring it in. Bring the whole gizmo in here.
Does it make you wake up with like the driest throat of all times because of the air in your throat?
This is the thing, though. You don't wake up.
Ever?
I used to wake up like 4 or 5 times in the night, and have to get up and walk around before I could fall back to sleep. I go to sleep now, 8 hours, boom, wake up feeling like $1 million.
All right. Well, I hope you're right, and I'm excited about that.
I'm happy to put this music away, but when the guy said you don't wake up,
keep that hand. I just sit there and all my my brains have been sucked into the machine.
Hello, Don on my show.
Hey, radio guys.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Doing well. Hey, listen to the show. We're doing great.
Oh, good. Except for the back, right? Hey, have you ever considered a chiropractor?
Yeah, but
work wonders for me on my back.
No, but my back is effed up because I was hit by a car.
He's injured.
Right. I had an accident too and screwed up like 3, 4, and 5 lumbar area.
Perhaps a chiropractor somewhere down the road when my back is healed.
Yeah, I mean, with the fact that you don't have feeling in your leg, I don't think you'd want to jump in and get adjusted.
Have a guy yanking on you.
Right.
That would be
it works good, man, if you find the right one.
Did you have no feeling in your leg, sir?
Were you hit?
Man, I was laid up in bed for 3 months.
Were you hit by a car?
No, I was hit by a tractor.
Hit by a tractor.
Couldn't get out of the way fast enough.
All right, you win if that's true. You win. That's a hard one to. So what? That's a hard one to.
Boy, you got to be moving pretty slow to have that happen.
That's like the argument with Joe Theismann where he said, "You ever been in a Super Bowl?"
Man, oh man.
I mean, that kind of ends the whole thing.
Get hit by a tractor. What's next? Getting run over by a turtle?
Don and Mike, hello. Hello. Yeah.
Don.
Yes. Yes. Hi.
Hey, Don. I went through that L5S1 a couple years ago. Why is he saying you're going to have an 8-inch scar?
Gee, I don't know, doctor.
No, I mean, I had the surgery myself. I have like a 2-inch scar. It might not even be that long. And
you probably got the less invasive procedure.
Right.
Yes.
That's the Don's hoping to get.
Well, no, see, my disc was actually ruptured. It wasn't just bulging.
One of my discs is herniated. The other one is bulging, and there are nerve endings that are touching them.
Yeah.
And everybody's different.
It's screwing with your legs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I went through, too.
Right. Well, I'm glad we could share this together. It's too bad
I wish you luck, man.
Thank you. And I wish you had died on the operating table. Thank you. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.
It's always ugly when somebody says, why are they saying that?
It's always, it's a mistake to talk about the medical stuff on the show.
8-inch scar. You lying.
It's just a mistake. I had the same thing, Don. I was hit by a tractor. But Mike, fortunately with you, all the calls about your oxygen mask.
Rarely. I mean, we
positive.
They've all been very oxygen masks. They've been very positive. And maybe I'll take it to lunch.
Okay, we got a break.
America loves the life support system. Mike, you're going to be fine.
Someone who's not letting us down today is our man, Gregory. Right, Robbie?
Oh, it's good.
It's a good one today. Okay, stay tuned, Craig Wilson fans.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Listen, my friend, I am a supporter of the gay community. I wore a red ribbon to the Emmys. I have been to several Elton John concerts.
What does that mean?
Elton John is a gay.
The Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
This is Scott Thompson saying Don and Mike are a gay.
Thank you.
Ready to DOT. Don and Mike.
Right. Let's see. We got a guy with an update on the storm from Safeway. Hello? Steve. Don and Mike Show. Hi.
Don and Mike, how are you, gentlemen? It's Pandalirium here in the Safeway at Dunkirk.
Pandalirium. Are people really going nuts?
Oh, well, I was actually laughing at it so hard that I called my wife I walked by the water aisle, and it's just completely barren. It looks like, people aren't going to have water for 8 years or something like this. And I called my wife about it, and I started talking to her about it, and she started laughing at it with me. And some lady walks up behind me, must have been listening to me, goes, well, you just weren't here for the last time this happened. Last time we got no power for 3 weeks. I'm like, okay, that's an ice storm. This is only 3 to 4 inches of snow.
Oh, it's funny. People get so panic.
Yeah.
It's hysterical. It
See
really
if you
is.
get that number from directory for me, or
It only
I
takes.
need to call my grocery store and see if my guy AJ is there.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, Mike, Don and Mike, hey, Rob A., how you doing?
Hey, hi, buddy.
All right.
Anyway.
Well, listen, hang in there, my friend. Hang in
I
there.
know you guys.
Somehow,
Hey.
we'll get through it, through the zone of uncertainty.
I got to make it through all this snow, man. I don't know.
Keep laughing at everybody because I think we need more people to do what you're doing.
I'm serious. I just want to stand out in the middle of the store and go, oh, my God, it's only snow, you know.
Yeah.
Amen, my friend.
It only takes like 3 inches to paralyze this city, and it's not true anywhere else in the country.
It takes the threat of 3 inches to paralyze the city.
That's true.
3 actual inches and everything. What are you shaking
It's
your
just
head about?
amazing to me. I mean, you spent a long time in Chicago. Buzz spent a long time in Chicago. I'm a New Englander, and I still never get it. I never get the way the people react around here. It's hysterical. It really is. Now, if this was the threat of like a foot of snow, I could understand it. But I mean, it's 3 to 8 inches maybe, and people will go bat ass.
Weather was really the deciding factor in me leaving Chicago and coming here. And very briefly, I'll tell you why. Then we go right to Craig Wilson. Frieda and I had moved all over the country with disc jockey jobs: Los Angeles, Pittsburgh, Chicago, back to Pittsburgh, back to Chicago, D.C., and we find out that she's pregnant. So the one promise I had made her was whenever we finally had a child, I was going to stay, and we were not going to leave the area, the metro area, that it was just going to be, we'd pick the city, and that would be it. Well, my choice was to stay in Chicago. And we had planned on living the rest of our lives in Chicago, and it was doing the morning show with Buzz, and this is where weather comes in. It was really out of your ass cold, and it was so cold that we had to leave the car running all night. We had an apartment because if you turn the car off overnight, it would freeze up, the engine would lock up, and you couldn't get the car started. So I'm getting up every 2 hours to go out and make sure the car is still running. Because it's so cold, the wind chill was 75 below. I am not kidding you. We were getting massive snow. I go out to the car at 4 a.m. and the car is now frozen. Car doesn't go. So I go, all right, I'll call the train station. The trains going into the city were not operating because the tracks were iced up.
And completely. And that kind of cold just shuts down anything mechanical.
So then I thought, well, I'll call a taxi cab. I called a taxi cab. The taxi cab lady, we lived in Arlington Heights, about a half hour outside the city. Taxi cab says, we have no cars that are running. All of the cars, the engines are frozen. So I call Buddy Scott, the program director, and I say, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it in today. And he says, with that list that he has, Buzz, you do.
Because I'll be honest with you, Don.
Yeah.
I think you can make it in.
He says, well, now why can't you make it in? It's 4:30. I said, buddy, I've been up all night. I've left the car running all night. And my car, the battery is dead now. The trains aren't running. I can't get a cab. Well, Don, we got to throw it starts at 6 o'clock in the morning. And that's when I hung up the phone, and I went back, and I woke Frieda up, and I said, you're going to get your way. We're going to leave Chicago.
Wow.
That's it.
That
And
was
it was that day I called the guy at Wava, and I said, we'll take the gig. We'll take it.
Yeah, it gets crazy out there.
And then I quit at B96, and they put out a memo saying, not to allow me back in the building. And
I still have that.
And that very same day, the tower was hit by lightning, and the station was knocked off the air. I look at it as a sign from God, Mike.
Wow.
A sign from God that I made the right move.
So people that, from that area, and then when you're talking about Chicago, Buffalo, New York, upstate New York, our listeners in Rochester are probably laughing their asses off at us because Green Bay, Wisconsin, too.
There was nothing. I mean, the forecast would be for 6 inches of snow.
Burlington, Vermont, like that guy that called in. I mean, these are areas that are used to dealing with it, and, it's amazing. You know what? I get excited. I'm like a little kid, and that's why I went out and bought little booties today.
Hello, Don and Mike. Hello?
Hello?
You're on the air. Hi.
Hey, man, I just came from Walmart. They got snowboards. They got sleds. People are going crazy.
Dang! Well, now, as much as I'd love to bust balls, There's nothing wrong with, like, Walmart putting out sleds and stuff.
It's a moneymaker.
I'll be checking that out.
The bad thing, though, is I was at Walmart this morning and the shelves were empty of BM.
Hello, Don and Mike show.
Stocking up.
Hello.
Hey, if we don't head to the grocery stores, the the terrorists win.
All right.
Do you guys want to do some sledding, though?
Thank you, my friend.
I have the Uber Hill.
Cool. Let me just try real fast. The Safeway where I live, and see if my guy. I got to do this thing off the air.
Yeah.
See if my guy AJ is there. Hi, Luann. Is AJ there? Oh, he's not. Oh, this is Don from the Don and Mike show. Do I know you? I come in there all the time. Would you come on the air with us for a second? No. Right. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm calling to see how crazy things were at the Safeway.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Bye. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Your friendly neighborhood store.
I'm sure you know her. She came over from my Safeway. She's red hair with glasses and just as pleasant as can be.
Right.
Well, have fun with her.
Get her a nice cat.
Did you really know her?
Mm-hmm.
You knew who he was talking to?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
By her voice?
No, by her name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
See, Rob house sits for us a lot of times and goes to the Safeway. Rob, actually...
I couldn't pick any of my grocery store people out of a lineup.
Actually, didn't your wife have the most awkward moment of all in that Safeway?
Oh, we were all there. Yeah, when we ran into the wife of a former WJFK employee.
Ken's wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
She said we should get together because they had plenty of time on their hands.
Oh, my.
I said, yeah, well, maybe call.
Wow.
She said Ken's taking his kid to the movies a lot.
Oh, boy. Strange.
It's been going on for a while.
Yeah, that situation.
All right, so let's stop it, Rob. Anywho, Craig Wilson.
Yes.
Now, the last couple of weeks, to be honest, I mean, we didn't even get to this bit, I don't think, last week because the column was lame. Here he is with a Thanksgiving, Christmassy type column from today's USA Today. Let's dive right into this. The final word by Craig Wilson.
Mothers get all wrapped up in selling paper.
Thanksgiving has come and gone. Christmas is just around the corner, and already I feel as if I'm missing the boat, the train, and whatever it is you miss when you're not in gear, and you realize the holidays are quickly passing by.
I've done no shopping, baked no cookies, sent no cards, trimmed no tree. What I have done, however, is buy wrapping paper. Miles and miles of wrapping paper.
Remember mothers talking Girl Scout cookies? Well, America's mothers are out there with new merchandise. Gift wrap.
It used to be you feared the lowly cookie-toting Girl Scout. Although I remember commenting a few years back that I never saw an actual Girl Scout. In truth, it was the Girl Scout's mother you feared as she patrolled the office aisles, her sign-up list on a trusty clipboard, her pitch-deck draconian.
And how many Thin Mints for you?
She'd ask. Anything less than a 2-box order was deemed unacceptable, possibly un-American. In the interest of world peace, you bought 3.
Today it's 3 rolls of wrapping paper or else. Wrapping paper made by some woman named Sally Foster.
Among these paper purveyors is my cousin Martha. Boys attend a suburban elementary school where Ms. Foster appears to have hypnotic powers.
There's a rumor going around the family that my cousin dresses up as a giant Christmas present, decked out in Sally Foster paper, of course, and leads cheers at the Let's Sell Tons of Wrapping Paper pep rally every fall in the school gym. Although this has yet to be confirmed by my sources, there are also reports that she puts a bow on her head to complete the package.
But this is the way with all families. This has never been discussed and never will be. Every family has to look the other way now and then. Just ask Michael Jackson.
I do know there's a prize program that motivates a student and a step-by-step sell outline on Ms. Foster's website, which proudly reports that 3 million elementary students sell her paper every day.
But like the elusive Girl Scout, I've never seen an actual student either. No cute first grader has ever appeared at my door asking whether I'd like to buy some wrapping paper. He spelled it W-H-A-P-P-I-G. Wrapping paper.
This year, my cousin just called and instructed me to go to a website, select what I wanted, and then call her back so she could put my order on her list. This despite the fact that I have enough paper to wrap the Statue of Liberty and give her back to France for Christmas.
I have rolls of Berry Mary.
I have Arctic Friends.
I have everything Christmas and golden swirls.
Out of desperation, I went...
Hold on, reset.
Oh, Jesus.
Reset. Good one this week. It's a good one this week. Maybe the best one we've had in a while. I'd like to continue with Final Word by Craig Wilson.
Out of desperation, I went for Raining Cats and Dogs this time around, plus another roll of Golden Swirl. On red this time, not blue. Before long, I will become ecumenical and branch out into Hanukkah paper.
If only I had something to wrap.
If only that Girl Scout mother would come around again. At least I could eat the Thin Mints.
Wrapping paper, I suspect, is more an acquired taste.
You can make a column out of crap, can't you?
Sure can.
My God.
Craig Wilson, the final word.
And, of course, were you looking for the prize like I was?
Yeah.
I was looking for the prize in the Cracker Jack box, the Partner Jack.
Yeah.
No, not there.
My Partner Jack likes Golden Swirl.
No. You know they both like the Golden Swirl. I said Golden Squirrel. I meant Golden Swirl.
Same thing.
Yeah, right.
The Golden Squirrel.
Right, same difference.
Oh, my God.
Berry Mary, Arctic Friends, everything Christmas and Golden Swirls.
I have all the wrapping paper I need.
Desperation. I went for Raining Cats and Dogs. I'm so desperate. Look at my wrapping paper. It's Raining Cats and Dogs.
If only I had something to wrap.
I think the surprise this week was giving the Statue of Liberty back to France.
There you go. Give it back to France.
That's the winner.
Yay.
Yay.
These purveyors. My cousin Martha.
Martha.
And what about the kid who dresses up, or not really sure the cousin, if it's a man, a woman, a child, who dresses up as a giant Christmas present.
Yes, that's the theory. She just wraps herself, puts a bow on her head.
Just decked out in the Sally Foster paper, of course.
Every family has to look the other way now and then. Just ask Michael Jackson. I do. I'm Craig Wilson.
It's a great picture of Michael Jackson. Hold on. On one of these tabloids this week.
There have been some great ones over lately.
With his hand. Hold on a second. Let me find it here. We got J-Lo everywhere. Yeah.
There it is.
Look at his pink hand.
Oh, my God. And then to the left, his face.
Yeah, well, his nose.
What is that? Is that plastic?
He has a Band-Aid on his nose.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, and he's got he has some evidence of being a man. He has some beard stubble.
Right.
But he's got his very, very bleached skin, and then he's got his hand over his mouth, and his hand is pink in color.
Yeah, very strange.
That's from the tabloids.
His hand looks like Marlon Brando's hand.
Also in the tabloids. Enough of this. You got J-Lo drops prenup bombshell on Ben.
Oh, there's so much J-Lo and Ben Affleck.
J-Lo's public sex romp. Oh, no, here's a good picture. Demi Moore. Boy, is she looking hot. Demi Moore's $400,000 makeover.
She looks outstanding.
With a POA. Then you've got... This is funny. I thought it was a picture of Bob Hope when I first saw it. It's a picture of Gregory Peck.
Gregory Peck.
Take a look at him.
Damien, we must kill the boy.
Kill the boy.
You must stop the boy.
Take a look at this.
Oh, Atticus Finch. Look at him.
He's got the pink eye like Bob Hope now.
They just sit there and wait, don't they? For him to come out of the hospital or something like that.
And let me see. Oh, and one, Robbie, I know we got a break, but one more. Yesterday, I wish you would have had this yesterday when we had Rosie O'Donnell's baby on the show.
Hi, Rosie.
Rosie's cracking up that they have quotes from Rosie, who was speaking at some type of dinner in New York. She was a featured speaker. Potty mouth Rosie O'Donnell is going nuts under the strain of a lawsuit. The thing with her magazine. Right. Quote: She stunned a New York crowd by saying when she got on microphone, and they have a picture of her here, I'm a psychotic lesbian from hell who's had 3 or 4 women and whose career is shot to hell.
Well,
she then announced that she is jealous of Martha Stewart, who remains filthy rich, even though millions have been wiped out of her company because of the trading scandal. Right. Shut the F-U-C up, Martha, blasted Rosie, who's quit her top-rated TV talk show. No, seriously, duct tape me to Martha Stewart, because she's got a parachute. Rosie's shocking meltdown occurred at New York's annual Speakeasy Ball.
Sounds financial to me.
Where stories were read by other celebrities, including Angela's ashes. And Rosie's left hand, again, and they have it in the picture, is heavily bandaged.
Yeah, there she goes again.
Although she made no reference to it on stage. Off stage, in a press conference, she said, I must have had 8 surgeries on this hand, and it's still not right. Rosie was stressed out and at her wit's end. She wasn't even trying to be funny. She poured her heart out and revealed how vulnerable she feels. Wow. Despite the bandage, she was gesturing wildly, waving her arms all over the place, and she showed her tension. It was a Roaring 20s themed gala. So everybody that was there was
dressed like flappers and stuff like that.
Rosie, and they have a picture of her here up on stage, was wearing a baggy white sweatshirt top,
of course,
black sweatpants, and army boots.
She dressed up.
And there's the picture of her wearing the outfit when she's up on stage.
There she is in her 20s outfit.
Saying that she's a crazy lesbian. She looked miserable, and she barely smiled. The rest of the evening, she was glum and fed up. She spent most of the evening sitting by herself. When Entertainment Tonight asked about her live-in lover, Kelly Carpenter, she snapped, she's fine, and so are the kids. I wish you people would leave us alone. Now Rosie is interested about hosting a TV game show and is producing a play that her best friend, Boy George, is offering for Broadway.
Yeah, a musical. She's going to do it.
It's a musical called Taboo.
Taboo.
Oh, yeah.
Taboo.
They ought to call it Dinner Roll.
Anyway, that's fantastic.
Man, oh, man.
Great news about Rosie.
The Angry Rosie.
It's time to give away some money, and I think you got something here we can work with today. First, we got a prize. We got $500 they're going to be giving away to somebody, courtesy of Mailboxes, etc.
All right.
Mailboxes, etc. Visit your local Mailboxes, etc. Holiday Help Center today for all of your holiday packing and shipping needs. Now, the $500 that we're going to give away is going to be done thusly.
Okay.
We've done the vaginal monologues on the show. We did it most recently just a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, we did.
Today, the money is from Mailboxes, etc. We want to hear about your mailboxes. It's time for the Scrotal Monologues.
Oh, yeah.
No.
What would your scrotum say if it could speak?
And, of course, the best scrotal monologue will win the money.
Wins the $500. It's just like the vaginal monologues.
Yeah, right.
You know, which we started doing as a bit on the show because there was that dumb play where women get up on stage and talk as if they were speaking as their vagina.
I think I weighed in that day that we should make the vaginal monologues a very regular feature on
and it was great when we did it the last
Smash
time.
Hit.
But we did it just a couple of weeks ago.
We did, and now we have to do, and you had promised the Scrotal monologue.
Yeah, so guys, call us now at 877-365-3636. And remember, you're talking as if your scrotum could speak.
Yeah, for example, hey, boy, what a difficult time it was for me when I got caught in the zipper.
Right. So call now, all you scrotes call, and the best scrotal monologue wins $500. Dial recklessly, and we'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel, I should quit. Oh dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel, I should quit. I have a little dreidel, I made it out of clay, and when it's dry and ready, oh dreidel, I shall play. Oh dreidel. gliggle, gliggle, gliggle. I never have a clue. And when the gliggle, oh, gliggle, I shall play. The Don and Mike Show. Come on, come on.
Two corny bastards who can't do interpretations. The Don and Mike Show.
Right. We got a bet with ABC 7 weatherman Doug Hill about the snow, at least here in the D.C. metro area.
What do you say? We got 4 to 8 inches?
He's saying at least 4 inches. We took the under on that. So, let's see what happens on that. At least we had a weatherman call us today with the nuts to call the show, and we were bashing all the weather guys.
Yeah, an anchor woman called Gerbir Dinza from Channel 9.
Look at tonight, that Whitney Houston thing is on TV. I want to talk about that. Last night I watched a couple of seconds of Mariah Carey defending the fact that she didn't go nuts. She's got some boobs, though, that Mariah Carey. She has world-class jugs.
Well, they're world-class store-bought boobs.
But the problem with her is that as soon as she talks, she's got that New Jersey accent.
How are you?
And it ruins it. And then I turned on 24. Another great episode of 24 last night. Man,
24 is...
That show does not let down.
I mean, 24 is the one, would you agree, the consistent program this year above all of them. I mean, I think it's absolutely phenomenal.
The Sopranos really could take a lesson from 24 about how to make a goddamn television show exciting when really you don't know what's going to happen 1 second to the next.
I think it's the 24 is the polar opposite of The Sopranos as far as the way they write it. Because with The Sopranos, you've got so many different storylines. When 24 has one day, one storyline, they're dealing with one thing and just getting all the drama that's involved with that.
And how great is it that the father-in-law to be is the guy who's really financing terrorists?
And then, what's his, Raisa? Is that the guy's name? Sells him out last night.
Yeah, Arab-looking guy with a British accent. Love it. Lots of scenes, incidentally, of the girl with the giant jugs.
She's running down the stairs.
Going to the hospital to get the girl with the moon pie face.
Must be cold in that hospital.
And Kiefer Sutherland, I've said this before, he's got 2 speeds on that show.
Yep.
Either he's very calm when he's talking, Roger, I know exactly what I'm doing. Do you really think I would kill millions of people just to avenge my wife's death? You have to give me a chance. That's one way Kiefer Sutherland is. And then there's this. I will kill you now. Tell me. I swear to God, I'll kill you. Where is the bomb? Where are the people?
And am I the only one?
There's no in between.
No.
He's either doing this very measured, Roger, I know exactly what I'm doing, or he's just going off.
And am I the only one? Am I the only one who thinks that the evil lady on that show is sexy?
No. You're not alone.
Oh
there.
my God, she has it going on. She's got that look that is just she's so evil, but I think she's dead sexy.
She has real crisp eyes.
Oh, she does. And when she was looking at that monitor, and as bad as she is, I'd like to teach her to be good. That is good.
And tonight, I guess we'll all be watching Whitney Houston. They have, we thought it was going to be just a total handy job, but apparently Diane Sawyer does ask and does get answers.
And gets affirmative answers.
A lot of questions. Yeah. They have some quotes here in the newspaper. Mike, you want to be Diane Sawyer, and I'll be Whitney Houston?
Sure, absolutely. All right, hold on. Let me get it out here.
Whitney Houston said, and then we'll get right to your calls for the Scrotal monologues.
Very good.
Guys.
All right, this is an excerpt right here, all right. Whitney, alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, pills, all of them.
At times.
Are you sick? Are you sick, Whitney? I have to ask you that. Are you feeling ill? You look ill.
I'm not sick, Diane.
Oh, God.
I am not sick. Let's get that straight. I am not sick, okay? I've always been a thin girl. I'm never going to be a fat ever. Let's get that straight. Whitney's is not going to be fat ever.
Well, what's your business?
Okay.
Does it affect your business?
My business is sex, drugs, and rocks and rolls. You know, My friends, we have a good time.
Anyway,
my God.
So she admits to all the drug use, and the way I was mentioning that to you in the break, that the way that reads is that I don't think they're making any apologies or indicating that they're doing anything to change their lifestyle, that they're still going to take the drugs.
Bobby Brown, I'm bipolar. Every now and then I'll smoke a joint. It's not an everyday thing. It keeps me calm. Keep my spirits well.
Sure. That means they're still into that life. That's her.
And then Diane Sawyer asks if Whitney Houston thinks of herself as an addict.
Do you, Whitney? Do you think of yourself
Diane?
Do you think of yourself as an addict?
Hey, I'm addicted to a few things.
Like what?
Making love. I don't like to think of myself addicted. The party am over, though. I am not interested in rehab. I praise every day, Diane. I'm not the strongest every day, but I'm not the weakest either. And I won't break. I won't break.
Whitney, one final question.
Yes, Diane.
How old do you think I am? How old do I look?
You got to be as old as the goddamn dinosaurs, Diane.
So who knows what's going to be revealed on that tonight?
Anyway, we'll tape it tonight. We'll have the extras for you tomorrow. But we had both thought originally when we saw the ads that it was going to be one of those suck-ass pieces, but I guess...
Yeah, it's going to be, she's going to ask all the tough questions. And, well, you know, the thing about those interviews is what do you really get out of them? And you get what the celebrities want you to hear.
And Whitney Houston has a record out that she has to sell.
That's right.
So I guess, she's got to go on TV and tell us.
And the Mariah record's getting great reviews. The new Mariah Carey record's getting very good reviews.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's supposed to be her best work in years.
Well, her Jugs got a great review from me last night.
I don't mind watching a Mariah Carey video.
No. Yeah. I like watching MTV when they play the Christmas one where she's riding the snowmobile.
Well, your Christmas song, at least the way I hear it, is I think the number one most played Christmas record. Now, that's all I hear is that Mariah Carey song.
Yeah, it sounds like Ron F's. It's really great. Man, what great jugs. Are those fake? Are you sure Mariah Carey's jugs are fake?
I would lay great odds on the fact that they are fake.
I think
they look
real.
fake. They have that kind of...
I think they're real.
Think it's just a push-up bra?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I believe they're real.
Well, in the Santa video, that's when you really see the cleavage.
You should have seen her last night with Matt Lauer and his I'm in chemotherapy haircut. He was obviously just staring right at her boobs. She had a real low-cut jobber.
Wasn't there an article that was in one of the entertainment weeklies or one of the entertainment publications that was how many celebrities have had boob jobs? And when I found out Halle Berry had one, I was crushed because I was certain that hers were real.
Yeah, and
hers looked so real.
She didn't have enough done. I mean, if you're going to have a boob job, go ahead and just go all the way with it, baby.
Well, I like them to look as real as possible. Yeah. I like the natural... Hey.
Anybody can let us know if Mariah Carey's boobs are real. We'd appreciate that.
Very good.
Now, listen, Mike, what are we thinking here? Talking about women and
I know
boobs. We should be talking about guys' scrotums.
Absolutely, because it's time for the Scrotal Monologs.
Giving away $500 from mailboxes, etc. Visit your local mailboxes, etc. holiday help centers today for all of your holiday packing and shipping needs. And it's just very subjective. We'll just go until we get a story that we like.
If you want to send some holiday fudge, will they help you with your packing?
Yes, they will.
Very good.
Hello, Don and Mike. Who's this? Hello?
Hello?
Hello there.
Duh?
It's Whitney Houston's here. Hello, Don and Mike.
Now, we have that turned off, or we're hearing it somewhere?
What's the dealio? Hello?
Hello.
There you are.
There you go. Hi. What's your name, my friend?
Hi, guys. I'm Mike.
Mike, where are you from?
Washington, D.C.
On good old WJFK. Mike, go ahead. What is your scrotal monologue?
Well, I saw the show once. I'm going to give it my best shot.
Do we give people 60 seconds for their monologue?
Yeah. Yes, we do. We do.
Scrotums in the news.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, go.
I am a scrotum. My name is Joe. Have you not seen or met a Joe scrotum? Scrotums are soft, raisin-like, rough, hairy, restless, rigid, sometimes ripe. I am very aware of my hanging position in life. I am a hangman. I live by two nuts. Nobody gives me a name, but my name is Joe Scrotum.
If that's all you got, that's fine.
Is that it?
That was it.
All right, that's the Joe Scrotum.
Very well done. I think we'll keep you as a finalist.
Okay, thank you.
All right, hold on. See, I got to actually put some time and effort into his scrotum monologue.
I wonder, we never asked him why he named his scrotum Joe.
Well, let's find out. Hey, Mike?
Yes?
Why did you name your scrotum Joe?
I don't know. That's just, I don't know.
It was not named after Joe Ardinger?
No, it was not.
Joe Billy?
No.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Hello.
I don't know what that was all about. Yeah.
Tom and Mike, hello.
Hello.
Hi, who's this?
This is Eric.
Where are you from, Eric?
From Philadelphia.
Right, Eagles, W-Y-S-P. Eric.
A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
Eagles. Eric, what's your scrotum got to say?
Well, hold on. Let me transfer the phone for you.
Okay.
Hand it over.
Scrotums in the news.
Hey, Don and Mike, this is Cheesy.
Cheesy.
Let me tell you, man, this job is not exactly a ball that you think it would be. Sort of a big sack of nuts, if you get my drift.
Very good.
Oh man, well, first off, I can tell you it's like solitary confinement all day. It's dark, it's sweaty, it's really nasty. But hey, at least I have a lot of cheese if I ever have to entertain any guests,
These guys really are good. These guys, these first two callers,
they get it.
They really get it.
I think that the sex would be great, but I end up just slamming against the a-hole all night. It's just no picnic down to Mike, but at least I get to talk to you guys for a few seconds, free myself for a day. I just live for that morning scratch.
Now that's pretty strong. Hold on, Eric.
That's good, Eric.
Okay.
Wow. You see when the scratch isn't great, I just scratch it on the wall. And I live for the morning scratch.
Oh, that one surprised me.
When we did it with the girls,
man,
they didn't really speak as if a lot of times as if it was their actual vagina.
Right, exactly.
These first two guys
live for that morning scratch. That was Eric and his friend Cheesy.
Hello, Don and Mike. Who's this?
Hello.
Who's this?
It's Phil.
Phil, where are you from?
Philly.
Phil, all right. Another WYSPer. All right,
Bill from Philly.
Phil.
Go ahead. We'll give you 60 seconds for your scrotal monologue.
Scrotums in the news.
All right, guys. Well, I don't know about you, but it's going to be pretty hairy out here tonight. Up north, we're expecting about 5 to 7 inches. Now, that may change, depending on who walks in front of me at a given time. 5 to 7 inches. Now, south of here, it's going to be real hairy. It's going to be extra humid, so watch for extra precipitation. And if you go even further south, now that's the zone of uncertainty. You don't know what's going to happen there, so just watch out.
Wow. Outstanding.
Oh, wow.
Hold on, please.
That's 3 in a row, man. That's some guys that are working overtime. That's
3 real freaking funny calls.
I'm just going to put Phil down as the zone of uncertainty.
Hello, Don and Mike. Who's this?
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
Hey, Paul from South Jersey.
Another WYSP listener.
Okay, we got tough shoes to fill there, tough jock to fill there. Phil.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think they were going to be that funny.
All right, Paul, we'll give you 60 seconds and...
Scrotums in the news.
Go ahead.
Hello, Don and Mike. This is Craig Wilson's partner's scrotum.
Oh dear.
This reminds me of the time when I was very young berries to a very small altar boy's twig. And that's when I first met Craig. He was like a shot of lightning into my eyes. He was the gayest man I've ever seen. He made me cream on the spot.
All right,
there's the first disqualification.
Yeah.
Although I'll say the thought
was okay.
It's coming as
the execution.
Coming as Jack, Craig Wilson's partner.
That's true.
Scrotum.
Not bad at all, but I mean, the concept wasn't bad.
Hello, Don and Mike. Who's this? Hello?
Hello.
What's your name? Mike.
It's Mike from Centerville.
Mike, listening on WJFK FM. Thank you, Mike. Mike, we'll give you 60 seconds. Are you ready?
I sure am.
All right, and...
Scrotums in the news.
Go ahead.
Hey, this is Wilbur Scrotum, and I'm just kind of hanging out here. Things are a little bit rough. It's hot and humid, and they're calling for snow tonight, and this crazy fool that I belong to, I'm afraid he's going to go sled riding again. Last time I was picked for 3.5 weeks, let me tell you. And his dad having the closest neighbor is, a big a-hole. And earlier when you were talking about bosoms, damn, the guy upstairs started pulling the skins real tight. I'm telling you, I just can't put up with all the pressure anymore. Every time somebody sits down, it's like they're smashing me. And have you ever had a young child run up and jump on you and use you as your damn stool? I'm telling you, life is not good.
I like, speaking as a father, anybody can relate to that. Using you as a stool. That's good.
It's great about, the neighborhood. There's an a-hole right around the corner.
Absolutely.
It's going to be really hard to pick a winner out of all these guys.
They're all good. They're very good.
I mean, we've had, how many guys we had this
We got
far?
Joe, Eric, Phil, and Mike. We disqualified Paul, and the Scrotum's Cheesy, and Wilbur, and I don't know what the other guy's name is.
Hello, Don and Mike. Hi.
How you doing, Don and Mike?
Hi, who's this?
This is Brian in Reston.
Brian, all right, on WJFK. Brian, this is a very tough contest to win today because everybody is really excellent.
No problem.
God, imagine that just 2 days ago we had to ban people from calling this show.
And now they're bringing us great joy.
We have really, sometimes, the greatest audience in the world.
We do.
And to qualify that.
Yeah.
All right, Brian.
Scrotum's in the news.
You're on.
Listen up here, you fat ass. I need you to lose a little weight. I'm a little sweaty and hairy. I get a little butter built up around the sides there. And I'd like to start smacking the backside of some female instead of the underside of your palm every once in a while. It's just not that fun, and it's a little rough. Other than that, I'm doing okay. Just, maybe shave a little while because it gets a little prickly every once in a while.
There he bailed out.
The wheels came off.
We lost it.
I think the original ideas might have abandoned our listeners now. We might not have any more original concepts.
Yeah, well, it's kind of limited, although...
Yeah, well, you can actually, you can go...
Talk about places you've been and
right.
things you've done. And
maybe the fact that how you got swollen.
Jams you've got into.
Right. Problems with bicycles.
Absolutely.
We should break.
And let everybody regroup?
Yeah, and I think we're going to keep, we'll keep definitely the first guy.
Yeah, that's Joe, and then Eric, the second guy, and Phil, the third guy, and then Mike and Wilbur.
Mike. All right, now, hold on. Let's recap the stories. Which guy, I just got to remember which guy did what. The first guy, Mike. Mike, what was the basis of your story again?
Oh, I was soft. I was raisin-like.
Okay, I remember you. Hold on a second.
Eric was the morning scratch.
All right, Eric, you're the morning scratch guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hold on, okay.
Phil was the zone of uncertainty.
Phil?
Yeah.
And what else did he have? He had other good stuff.
Well, mostly weather.
Weather.
Yeah.
Oh, the weather, right.
Yeah, 5 inches expected on top.
Right. Forgot that was real good. And then the other one was Mike, right?
Mike with Wilbur, who talked about he doesn't like to be used as a footstool.
Step stool.
And he hopes he slaps against something.
All right, here's what I think.
Instead of the palm.
Here's what I think. I think we're not going to get any that are funnier than those four guys.
Right.
So what we should probably do is get all of their phone numbers, and then we'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we'll take like 50 calls on the air.
All right, very good.
Because I don't feel right voting among us, because I think all those guys, really, I was thinking out of 10 calls, we'd get one that was good. But we had 4 that were really pretty, excuse the pun, slap nut funny.
Absolutely.
I mean, I thought the first guys was good, then I thought the second guys was good, the third guys was good, and then when we were running out of stuff, the last guy was good. So you guys who are listening to the show...
I think we might have, really, when we started, I didn't think we'd get any good ones. I thought we might have to bag it.
No, we got 4 good ones. What are you, nuts?
Don't sack me.
So... get the numbers of the guys. Let me get this set with Joe.
It'll be a test. It was funny just saying test, wasn't it?
I get it. Testicle.
A testicle.
I get Joe.
Right.
Hey, Joey.
Yes?
Here's the deal now. You get the phone number for...
2, 3, 4, and 6.
2, 3, 4, and 6.
Got him.
And then we'll clear the lines, and then when we get back live, we'll take the calls and we'll count them up.
Joe, what's the name for yours? What's the name you give your scrot?
How about Marcus?
Ladies and gentlemen, that is why I asked.
Wow.
Marcus Ardinger. How is Marcus doing today?
He's fine today.
Has he had problems?
No.
Joe, let me put you on the spot right now. How about a brief
Scrotum's in the news.
Scrotal monologue from Marcus Ardinger?
Okay.
Go ahead, Joe.
Pressure's on.
Where's my music?
Oh, there is no music for this.
Oh, there is no music?
No music.
Well...
I want your theme song. I forgot. I forgot now that Joe has a theme.
That's
Excuse me. You're right, Joe. It's the theme to Stump the Joe. It's the Joe Show.
And now, here's the Scrotal monologue from Marcus Ardinger.
Go ahead, Joey.
My name is Marcus, and when I'm not just hanging around, I often find myself tangled up in some sort of strange position. Quite often, I find myself squeezed between two legs in the morning. I don't like this, but it seems to be an occupational hazard. Being I, Marcus, the scrotum.
There he is, everybody, the world's oldest phone screener, and rapidly becoming one of my favorite parts of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Joe Ardinger. All right, Joey, thanks. Tell these guys we'll call back the winner.
I will.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There he goes.
Squeezed between two legs. I'm not sure where he was going with that one.
He's Joe. It's the Joe Show. Stump the Joe. So, listen, Joe will get the guys' numbers, and we'll do the voting when we get right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
You're on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
I'm enjoying your show very much in regard to the topic of circumcision. I was in Washington, D.C., and I heard an interview on the radio by a Dr. Robert Spiewak. I don't know if any of you are familiar with him. He's in the forefront of the anti-circumcision movement, and I heard him on an interview on the Don and Mike show, and he contends that the actions against circumcision here in this country were started by men that were totally into ass play, and that simply because there are just a lot of men that like to stick this where...
Okay. You know anything about that?
I know nothing about that. What was the name of this doctor?
It's Dr. Robert Spiewak.
And he says that he's against circumcision?
He's actually for circumcision because he states that later on in life, if you're not circumcised, many men develop health problems.
Well,
for example, penis cheese and things like this.
He's clearly uninformed, and to say that this springs forth simply from the gay movement, who had the opportunity to see one penis after another and began to see the extensive scars.
He actually has a pretty informative newsletter that I get by email. I think it comes out once a month. It's entitled "Leave My Penis Alone."
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for that caller.
The Don and Mike Show. You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe.
That's right.
Scrotums in the news.
We're doing that.
God smiles on them, then God laughs at them. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Meara.
God, he's a funny guy. Bill O'Reilly, fake news man. Thought of the day, we got it for you for Bill O'Reilly. Before you turn in tonight, think of this.
What's going to stop me from coming in with a load of heroin, setting up a little stand, and selling it to anybody who wants to come through?
No, I have it on good authority. He gets paid a lot of money to do that radio show. He doesn't need to supplement his income.
Bill O'Reilly's thought of the day.
What's going to stop me from coming in with a load of heroin, setting up a little stand, and selling it to anybody who wants to come through?
He's very greedy.
And I promise you, sometime before the holiday break, we're going to take like Mannheim Steamroller music.
Right.
And over the background, we're going to play the collection of, I think that is number 17 of all of the Bill O'Reilly thoughts of the day.
A Christmas gift from our family to your family.
Yeah. And speaking of that, your calls right now, 877-365-3636 to vote for either Mike, who had the scrotum story about the hairy raisin-like scrotums.
Right, Joe Scrotum.
Eric, who had the story about the morning scratch.
And a lot of other good stuff.
Cheesy.
Phil had the weather report. And Mike was used as the stool.
Stepping stool for his small children, who I can relate to that, having small children.
Right, getting kicked in the nuts. I was talking about the station Christmas party, but never mind. I'll wait. We might have to end up going.
You crack me up. You're an enigma. I can't work with you.
Thank you.
One more day with that. It's always a surprise. It's never.
Thank you.
You know, after I get the lecture, and I get that you just said, then you just jump in with that.
Well, I'm just telling people.
You don't know that. You were just telling me we don't know that. We don't know that.
We don't know.
But we might have to.
Yeah.
And it would be a good thing if we did.
It would be a very good thing. You just surprised me out of left field.
I love to surprise you. I do love to surprise you.
Absolutely.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Who's this?
This is Brett.
Brett, who do you vote for?
I vote for Mike.
Mike, that would be the Harry Raisin like it. Now, Buzz?
Yes.
You got to keep track here.
Oh, keep scoring.
Hey, guys.
Yeah.
I have a poem about Joe if you guys would like to hear it.
Joe Ardinger?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
It's real quick. Slow Joe, Joe blow, slow Joe blow me.
All right, thank you. Now, let me see, Buzz, is that haiku? If we take... That's right, because a haiku doesn't have to rhyme.
Right.
Not like Lionel Richie. Oh, what a feeling.
Right.
When you're dancing on the ceiling.
Brilliant.
Now, if we take 50 calls... What would be the majority? The guy would win when he got 26 votes.
Right.
So
first guy to get 26, or whoever gets the most. It depends on how they're broken up.
Yeah, I guess so. Rob, you got to help me out on this.
Yeah, someone could win with a plurality as long as they have more votes than remain between. I'll tell you when it happens.
Well, we're just rapid fire. We're just going to take 50 calls. Hi, Don and Mike show. Who do you vote for?
Gentlemen,
Who do you vote for?
I'm voting for Phil from Philadelphia, the weather guy.
Philly. All right,
thank you. Hi, Don and Mike. Who are you voting for? Hello?
Hello.
Who are you voting for?
I vote for Phil.
Phil.
He definitely got it in the bag.
Thank you. Hello. Don and Mike, who are you voting for?
Hey, welcome back to Live Seattle. I'm voting for Phil.
Hey, Phil's starting to get a nice runaway lead.
I should point out there are two mics in this contest. The first mic, and you're going to have to specify, is the Harry Raisin-like guy, and the other mic is the guy that got kicked in the nuts.
Well, I didn't vote for him.
Okay, I know. I'm just.
That's another vote for Phil.
Thank you, my friend. You're from Seattle, right?
Yo, Philadelphia, but yeah.
KQBZ.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you. Listen, do me a favor. Call the station manager there. His name is
Guard.
That's it, Mike.
And tell him to run all 4 hours of the show.
Well, they'd have to run you up against Tom, and that's kind of a pain.
Yeah, because, I've heard this Tom Lickiss show before. And basically what it is it's a guy who's been married 4 times, divorced 4 times.
Who's that, Tom Lickiss?
Yeah, and his whole show is based on he's such a cool guy, you follow his rules on how you get laid. And
Tom Lickiss?
Yes, that's what his whole...
I've met Tom Lickiss.
That's what his whole show's about.
Tom Lickiss is like a junior Orson Welles.
And I guarantee that you could turn the show on any day.
What his show is like, how do you get laid?
Any day of the week, and you could swear it was the same show you heard the day before.
Wow.
That it's the same thing every time. Women are no good. You got to have a woman suck your D. You got to treat your woman this way to get your woman to do this for you. I'm a man. I'm Tom Lickiss. And anyway, he's the roadblock. He's the speed bump because apparently he's so scary, popular in Seattle that they won't bump the first hour of his show for the last hour of our show.
Come on.
However, let me go to the ratings real fast. The radio station KQBZ that we're on.
Right.
And I'll tell you that overall, I'm glad you called. Because this station's really busting my ass about the commercials.
Oh.
I think because they're a 3-hour clear. Hold on, let me go to ratings. Ratings. Give me a second. I'm on the internet. Ratings. Seattle. Here we go. Give you the trend. Yeah. Hold on.
Most recent trend?
Yeah.
All right.
Seattle, Tacoma. KQBZ is 2.3. Overall, the station has a 2.3.
All right.
Which puts the station, let me count. Oh, my God. Let me just count the number of stations ahead of KQBZ in the ratings. Our station. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're getting the rank now
7, 8,
of where the station fits in the market, and we're going to find out.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
All right, we're getting close to being off the first page.
It's 18th. It's the 18th rated station in Seattle. So, where I'm going with this is that this guy's show can't be so freaking great. Otherwise, the station wouldn't be in 18th place. So, I appeal to our Seattle listeners because we're going to have the show turned off in just 12 minutes here. So you can hear virtually the same Tom Likas show that you heard yesterday. I urge you to call the manager of KQBZ, and as I mentioned, his name is Reed. That's it. Call him and tell him to run all 4 hours of the show.
Please.
Because the guy's a hump, and the guy's calling us, and he's busting our balls, and he's saying, hey, but I'm running the show for 3 hours. You're not playing the commercials on time in 3 hours.
Can you do that for us, sir?
Sure. Can I say Ask Play on the air?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ask Play.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Well
Thank
done.
you very much. Bye-bye.
Something tells me he didn't get my message, though.
That's what I thought Tom Likas was into.
What a dope that guy is. And he's the reason.
Wow.
They said, we'd love to run the whole show, but, you know, we have a commitment to Tom Likas. Please, a commitment that's got KQBZ as the 18th rated station in Seattle.
We want to get the 4 hours on in Seattle. We think we got a good following there, and we think it'll work.
We've done this before in other cities. We'll make a bet with you, the management of KQBZ. Put us on and run us for the entire 4 hours. If the ratings don't go up in the next book, cancel our ass. I guarantee you, put the show on for all 4 hours from noon to 4, the ratings will go up.
Amen.
You can't take this show and chop it up 3 hours into it. And they want me to cut a fake end, and I refuse to do this.
Oh, no.
They wanted me to say...
Hey, it was great being on in Seattle today, Don, but we were all out of time.
Yeah, that's what they wanted me to say, so that at some point during the show, they could just drop that in, like in the middle of a bit or in the middle of a contest or a thought.
No, that would be your blessing. You don't need to give that.
That the listener would think, oh, Don and Mike have just signed off. Well, no, and I refuse to do it.
Good.
I said, that's cheesy, it's lying to the listeners. The truth is, we want to be on for 4 hours in Seattle.
That's right.
KQBZ is a very powerful radio station, sadly mired in 18th place. Imagine what that extra hour of this show could do.
Could help.
Think about it. Have you ever thought about it, KQBZ? How'd you like to be number 13?
Oh!
Think about it. Yeah.
Great hang.
Yeah. Or even better, what if you get out of the teens? What if you get all the way up to number 12?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Because right now, I'm telling you, when our show goes off the air, you know what you hear a lot of in Seattle?
Click, 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 click.
People changing the station.
Click.
That's right. Remember the same show you heard yesterday.
Click, click, click.
With big walrus Tom Likas.
Click.
You know, me and Mike are both fat loads too, but at least we're not here telling you how to get laid all the time.
Well, I low-key that.
Click.
Where were we?
I keep that down to a dull roar.
Click, click, click.
Yeah.
We have 47 to go.
And I love it when you wink and point at me.
Thank you, thanks. I appreciate that.
Take 47 more.
47 more calls?
Oh, my God.
No problem. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, Don and Mike. I want to vote for Phil.
Phil, thank
Hey,
you.
Phil's running away with it.
Hi, Don and Mike. Who are you voting for?
I would like to vote for Eric.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hello, Don and Mike. Who are you voting for?
Actually, I was just calling to say what Don is saying about here in Seattle.
Yes.
He's absolutely 100% right.
I know I am.
As soon as you guys as soon as 3 o'clock comes, I could care less about hearing Tom Likas.
Right.
Yeah, you know, I listened to him for a couple of months. You're right.
Call the manager.
Every show. Sorry, go ahead.
Call the manager.
Call them.
Call the manager.
Help us out. We need your help.
Do you want to vote?
Yeah.
Do you want to vote?
Yeah, I vote for Phil.
Phil. All right. Thank you, my friend. Seattle, check it in. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello, is this Don?
Yeah, and Mike. Who are you voting for?
Oh, hey, I'm from Seattle, and the program director's name is Steve Ocean. He's a dick. He's a prick. He screws around with BJ's show, screws around with your show, but can't touch Mr. Lickass.
Yeah, and you know, BJ O'Shea, that's the guy we're talking about, right?
No, well, BJ's cool.
No,
He's
what
all
I'm
for you
saying,
guys.
and what I was about to say something nice about this guy.
Yeah.
This guy's had his time shift moved around to accommodate us. He used to be on later, and then he had his shift moved to 9 to noon,
right,
so we could be heard live. I mean,
The end of your show goes, let's take content. Blockbuster has a sale for 2 movies, and you guys are just done.
Like at the end of the show is like an abortion every day.
So we got to thank that guy BJ for moving around, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
BJ's awesome. He's all for you guys, and there's nothing he can do because Steve Ocean has Tom up his ass, and Tom's so big, Tom's so bad.
Well, someone should look at the ratings because the station is 18th.
he just complained about New York because he's 25th on WNEW, and he's complaining that he's in 25th place back there. But, 18th is a little bit better than 25th, I guess.
I don't know. That's the station.
That's the station. We don't know what his rank is, right?
I don't know what his ratings are, but I know that he can't be pulling giant shares if the station's in 18th place.
Right.
And
as far as him being on WNEW, good luck. SS Titanic. We jumped off that ship.
They run Tom from 3 to 7, live. From 7 to 8, they run an hour.
Click. Too much about him. I just hung up on you. But, call the program director, please.
How many more calls do we need to take for the contest, Rob?
100.
Hello, Don and Mike. Who are you voting for?
Phil from Philly.
Phil, thank you, my friend. Don and Mike, who are you voting for?
Yeah, Eric.
Eric. All right, thank you. Hello.
Eric's starting to make a little headway here.
Don and Mike, who are you voting for?
Yeah, I'd like to make a ballsy choice and vote for Mike.
Which Mike?
The first one or the last one?
Yeah, the first one.
The first one.
That's Harry Raisin Mike.
And I like that. You said ballsy. I get jokes.
Ballsy.
Ballsy, I get jokes. Hello, Don and Mike show. Oh, bull ass, Lisa.
What?
She just came in with a note. Lycus is #1 in Seattle with a 10 share. Yeah. You know what? This is toilet paper. Where'd you get this information from? Lisa? Hello? Lisa Herndon.
Don Geronimo.
Hi, yeah.
Hiya.
Who gave you this nugget?
The executive producer of the Don and Mike Show, Charlie Borja.
#1 in Seattle with a 10 share.
Call him on his cellular telephone.
Oh, on his cell? All right. Find that hard to believe.
The bluest skies you've ever seen.
God, that's true. Ugh, Seattle, what does that say about you? It's impossible, though. 10 share, 12 plus?
That's what they tell me.
A 10 share, 12 plus?
Get in the specific demo.
You know what? They're blowing smoke up your ass, Charlie. Mike, see, Charlie's the go-between. Charlie's had the conversations with the dick managers of the station.
I think it's the demo 300-pound plus.
So, but they told you he's #1 with the 10 share?
But they didn't give you the demo.
No, the station didn't tell me any demo or share. The network did.
Oh, what?
Oh, my God,
the network one. Come on.
Right.
And, as far as we know, it could be, one-legged, one-eyed women.
You know what? We'll research it, and if it is true, we'll let everybody know. I want to find out now. Yeah. Now it's a quest.
I guarantee it's got to be in some obscure freaking demo. I'm
sure it is. There's no way.
Men,
you can't have the station have that rank. I mean, let's get all the information for sure on that.
If
station.
it was a 10 share, 12 plus, the station wouldn't be.
There's no way.
In 14th place.
Right, exactly.
No, they're 18th place.
18th.
All right, Charles.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe they're #1 in black hockey players.
There you go.
Okay, bye, Charlie. We made him laugh. There are some Negro hockey players.
Yes, there are.
There's quite a few. Robbie.
Oh,
Robbie.
I know. I love sports.
Click, click, click. Where did black hockey players come into?
Well,
did Rob write that down?
No. It's an obscure demo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I understand. Yes.
Tom Likas is #1 in black hockey players. Because there are so few.
Of course.
That if you had attention,
I get jokes.
You would dominate a very small niche of the audience.
I understand, Dave.
Okay, all right. There you go.
We need to take more calls.
Just for my money. This is to the staff, the support staff. When we're on a riff, when we're talking about another disc jockey's bad ratings, and how we should be on, unless you really have it etched in stone, don't come racing in here with the numbers unless we know exactly what they are.
I mean, we've got the guts to say the truth if the guy had killer ratings.
We'll contradict ourselves, but let's contradict ourselves with the effing facts.
But I find that very hard to believe, that he is such a phenomenon in Seattle. Such a freaking phenomenon. Jesus Christ. Well, get ready, Seattle.
Click.
That sound's coming up. And here's a clean out for you today. Kiss my ass. Run the whole friggin' show.
Bingo.
douchebags. Everybody else still listening to the show on all the great other stations.
Hi there.
All of the other fine stations that run the whole freaking show.
Amen, brother.
We'll be back, and we only have to take how many more calls from?
260.
All right, please stay with us. I'm very sorry we got sidetracked with this whole thing with Seattle.
Right.
It's pointless now because they've probably taken us off already.
Sure.
You know, do you think they've taken us off already?
Oh, yeah.
Wonder how long ago they took us off.
Maybe early today.
They probably do.
Think so?
They do occasionally.
Seattle. Do I have the phone number right here? Hold on a second.
Let's give them a call.
Line 4 from Seattle. Hello. When did they cut us off?
Hey, right when you guys were in the middle of telling us what to do, calling the promotions director or the program director, they started running your opening music. And then started fading it up, and right as you were about to finish, they cut you off and cut to commercials.
Yeah.
Freaking douchebags.
Play this out.
All right. We'll get to it tomorrow. Thanks, my friend.
You got it.
Put that on my to-do list. It's been a while since we've done that.
Yeah, amen.
But I'm sorry, tomorrow, Seattle. So many things to do tomorrow.
Yes. It's a quest.
We have to measure the snow. We have to settle the bed.
It's a tough job, isn't it?
TV weatherman.
Got to find out what Christmas party we're going to.
Yeah. We got to call Seattle.
What a day it's going to be. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day on the show.
Okay, when we get back, if you still remember the guys who were in the contest.
Right.
The two Mikes and Phil and the other guy.
Eric
his name was,
Paul.
If you still remember, just call it.
Don, I think there were 3 mics.
And at this point, it really,
but I'm not really sure. I don't know what demo it's in.
Kind of pointless at this point, but we'll continue taking your votes for the Scrotal Monologs when we come right back.
Don, I'm not sure whether it's pointless.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
10 pointless.
Have you seen my baseball? Sorry.
Hey, check it out.
Have you seen my baseball?
Hey, buddy, come here. I think I know where your ball is.
You seen my baseball?
Yeah, I seen it. You see that girl over there? She has it. Except she doesn't call it a baseball. She's got another name for it.
Have you seen my wiener?
The Don and Mike Show. It's not the heat. It's the stupidity. The Don and Mike Show.
My name is Don. His name is Mike.
Hi. My name is what? My name is
Hi.
My name is
Hi.
Are we the real Slim Shady?
Hi. Hi.
My name is what?
Hello.
Excuse me.
Hi. This is confusing.
The attention of the class.
It's AC/DC. Yep. But it's M&M.
Clever, no?
Hi.
Violence?
Here's the latest. In our fight with the Seattle station, I talked to the Grade 8, and
Trying to get my head straight.
you know the information that gets filtered down about disc jockeys and their ratings. You know, it's hard to find out what the truth really is.
Mm-hmm.
That it might even be from a couple of ratings booked ago.
Yeah.
That in one isolated demographic, in that demographic there was a cell. Meaning, if you're talking about men 18 to 34, there's a cell in the ratings demographic of men 18 to 24. And that perhaps in one of those small cells inside a giant demographic that makes up the entire rating, it's entirely possible that the disc jockey we were ragging on may have at one point had a 10 share.
And we are still getting to the bottom of exactly where that was, but don't worry about it, and we're not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
But it was not an overall rating.
No, it wasn't, and we will call the station in Seattle tomorrow because,
Very good.
you know, I know this, the guy's not setting the town on fire.
Right.
I mean, it ain't like you go to Seattle and the first time you step off the plane, you go, oh, man, I got to get to a radio to hear this Tom Leykis show. So we'll get to the bottom of it tomorrow.
Very good.
I promise you that. Now, as far as the scrotums go, let's get a winner.
If you ever get so low that you don't know which way to go, come on and take a walk in my shoes.
Great harmony here.
Never worry about a thing, got the world on a string, 'cause I've got the cure for all the
Rob Spewak's Aryan Nation.
Yes, you do.
And my troubles start melting away.
There you go.
Take a look at my
Thank you.
teenage
That's some censorship.
Can't do repetition.
That's what the lawyers say. Thank you, lawyers.
I got great big amounts in the place where it counts.
Sing it, boys.
And the feeling's like a sunshine. Everything is going my way.
Yeah, one more.
Thank you.
Everybody sing.
And my troubles start melting away. Everything is going
my way.
My way.
You got the big finish right here. Smooth. All right, let's get a winner. About an hour ago, we did the Scrotal Monologs.
We did.
We had 4 guys that, pardon the pun, blew us away. We're going to get a winner right now. Rob, who's in the lead?
Phil.
Phil's in the lead. We're taking 50 calls. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Who do you vote for?
Hello.
Hello?
Come on, pay attention.
Lycus is on in New York and L.A. Are you guys?
Oh, my God. Enough!
Lycus is on WNEW in New York, which is
still on New York,
which is a station that is going to change format. It doesn't even have a 1 share. We were on.
You guys could
station.
take it on.
Now, where are you calling from?
Sacramento.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You're really calling from Sacramento?
Yes.
Well, he's only going to be on WNEW until the first of the year, until they change the format.
I don't even like the guy.
And he's not. And he's not on in Philadelphia.
His show's boring. It's the same crap over and over
Well,
again.
then why are you busting my balls about the fact that the guy's on in markets we're not?
I have the answer to that.
Fun to bust balls.
He's from Sacramento.
Yeah. Real happy.
That's what he wanted.
Damn dicks. Sacramento. Just dropped the F-bomb twice on that guy. Goddamn Sacramento. You know what? I love this city, but really, I'm just about ready to ban every caller from that city.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah! Merry Christmas!
In recent days, I've noticed the show is being driven predominantly by calls from Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., of course, that's our home base, Baltimore, San Francisco,
right,
Seattle, and the less from Sacramento, the better.
It's the hate. He says he hates his show, but he calls to bust our balls about it.
We got a lot of great listeners in Sacramento, but we got the worst callers in the world from Sacramento.
You don't have the balls to ban us, Don. You can't.
You know why?
You don't think I can? You're right. People could call and lie about where they're calling from. They could.
I don't think you should. That's all.
Well, what kind of caller are you?
Just having fun.
What, for yourself?
Well, no, for everybody. Everybody enjoys it.
No,
not everybody enjoys it. I mean, we take the radio business part of it kind of seriously.
Okay.
Because it's how we make our livings.
But you like our show better than you like Lycus' show.
Oh, by far.
And then you call us to bust our balls because that is a typical reaction from Sacramento. We stood on stage where there were 12,500 people in Sacramento that love our show, and they were all flipping us off. It doesn't make sense.
It's fine to bust our balls, but not about something that we feel passionately about. And we feel passionately about Seattle getting the 4th hour of this show.
Jib. Big Tony loves your show.
See, you're such a dick, you're not even listening.
Just like
I am.
We used to feel passionately about Sacramento cutting us off early. Maybe you remember those days.
Oh, yeah. Trust me, I did, because I actually... Don, stop saying that. It's not nice.
Yeah.
Hi, here's Joe. Hi, Joe.
I just wanted to offer my opinion about Sacramento.
Yeah.
They don't want to listen to the show. They want to do their show.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the problem was after Thanksgiving. They sat around for 4 days and decided on things that they could call the show and do for them.
Mm-hmm.
All about them.
Yeah.
So if you want me to ban them, consider it.
I have never, let me go on record here, and I haven't said that in a long time, I have never, ever agreed or supported Joe Ardinger this much on the show. That was the most articulate Joe has ever been, and he is laser with that. That is the difference between the cities that call in and want to have a little fun and people that have the agenda and want to do their own little thing for themselves.
Joe
they
is
are not.
clown and whatnot.
No, let me tell you something. You like doing your own bit. That's what you like, pal. You're about doing your own thing. And a lot of people, for whatever reason, that call from Sacramento do that. I don't get it.
I don't want to alienate the listeners, but then again,
we have great listeners.
But then again, less than 1% of the listenership actually calls a radio show.
We're not talking about the listeners in Sacramento. We're talking about the callers that seem to all have an agenda. You know, that seem to get into this whole...
They're all like this guy.
Like Grant Napier. Grant Napier, who I mean, who the hell is Grant Napier?
The show is terrible, let me tell you that.
Why would that matter to us or to anybody else? That's
because I
around
remember
the
how you
country?
used to make fun of it. It was funny.
But, I mean, how long ago was that?
That's been a while.
That's when we used to come out to Sacramento before we hated it.
Ouch.
Yeah, ouch.
Well,
right.
It's you, buddy. It's you.
I mean, it's something we feel passionately about. You can bust my balls about anything. I'm fat, I'm bald, I'm an a-hole, I got my wife on the show too much, you don't like the music that we play, you don't like the bits that we do. But when we're talking about serious stuff that if it was about the Sacramento station, you wouldn't want us goofing on it. If it was about the 4th hour in Sacramento, you wouldn't want us goofing on it. So we feel passionately about this situation in Seattle. You call up with your goddamn, he's on in New York and L.A. and you're not. I got news for you, you jackass. I have achieved more in my career to this point than you will in 10 lifetimes. In 10 No, I'm not probably right. I know I'm right. And furthermore, and I would only say this to someone from Sacramento, I am a see you in Toledo hair away from signing a contract that will pay me about $30 million.
Please. Congratulations.
Just my share. Okay? So, having said...
It's been nice talking to you.
You know, it's lost. You can't even get satisfaction. He's still smiling that goofy I'm on the radio smile.
Jesus Christ.
That's all it's about to this guy.
Are you really going to sign on for $30 million?
Seriously? More than that.
Wow.
Hey,
well, seriously, congratulations. You guys deserve it.
You know, we do because we have to deal with people like you. But my point is that you're a loser.
How long is your contract going to be?
And I'm a winner.
Hold on. How long is your contract going to be worth?
F you. You don't talk about our contract.
You just talked about it.
You're not allowed to.
Listen,
you were banned.
Talked about it. Why can't I?
You were banned from the contract.
I pay your salary.
You what?
I help to pay your salary.
No, you don't.
How do you figure? If I listen to your shows,
you do not
pay.
You do not. That's like a dumb baseball player argument.
It's the truth.
You don't pay anything to listen. I guarantee you.
If we took calls from you every day on this show, calls like you, we would not have salaries.
You're right.
You're right.
Well, I am entertaining, and I have.
No, you're not.
You're not entertaining.
And you think
then why do you keep me on?
You think because we hate you and we want to yell at you.
Well, then hang up the phone.
No, we hate you because we like yelling at you.
Hang up the phone.
Now you're on the power trip.
You're a radiophile. You're a radiophile that calls and calls and calls and calls
well, would you
all
like
the
to
time.
Hang up, then?
I would like you to never call again, and I would love you to hang up.
I can't do that.
Yeah,
because then you win.
No, listen, as I just explained to you, whether it's in money or whether it's in life or simply in soul and how you feel about the world, trust me, we're winners 100 times over, and you're a loser.
All right, now, honest answer here. Honest answer. You won't give me an honest answer, but
I will.
I'm going to try to go for it.
Okay.
How many times have you called this radio show?
Honestly? I've called you guys maybe 10 times.
Now, do you know how much that is compared to the average listener of this program?
Not much, because the average listener calls about 1%.
Yeah, the average listener never calls.
The vast majority of people that listen to this show or any other radio show never pick up a phone and call a radio station.
That's true.
And then the people that call for a contest are different than you. Because they're calling to win something.
To win a prize.
And then there are people that call that have a nice thought that they want to share.
You're just calling to bust balls.
I've called with both. I've actually won contests and called with nice thoughts. So.
No, you just called today, though, to bust balls. And I just don't feel like taking it today from some dumb guy.
All right.
So hang up.
I can't, because then you win. And then after I hang up, you go, yeah!
No, we win when we call you a loser, and then you try to rebut us, and then we do.
A loser?
What's that?
How do you win if you call me a loser?
We win.
How?
We win totally. Like we've made our statement. You have no
made
statement.
my statement.
You got what was your statement?
What is your statement?
I don't want to go back to it because you guys don't like talking about it.
You know what? Go ahead. If you want to make your statement about it, go ahead.
The statement was the original.
You win.
Sorry about that, everybody. Sorry. I apologize. I don't like throwing dollars around. Sorry, that was really, really bad.
He got you angry.
But goddamn.
And then tell the truth. Half of that will be going to charity. Come on now.
Name Frida. Let's take a few more calls, and then we got to go.
Phil wins.
Who do you vote for? Eric.
Oh, Eric. Another vote for Eric.
Who do you vote for?
I can't believe that guy had the balls to get so testy. Jeez.
Who do you vote for?
I vote for Phil.
Phil.
Who do you voat for?
The first guy. Can't remember his name.
Mike.
Thank you. Who do you vote for?
That was cool hearing me use the F word.
Oh, you're on hold.
Yeah.
Who do you vote for?
Eric James.
Thank you. Who do you vote for?
Vote for Phil. I love you guys. We hear you all 4 hours in D.C.
Thank you. Thank you, honey. And you know what? Let's stop it right there. Robbie, do we have a winner?
Oh, clearly it's Phil.
Yeah. Phil. All right, let me call this guy up. And while we're doing that, let's go over to the cubicle with Buzz Girdley to get the news and the comments on. And here he is now.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
Buzz.
He made it up.
And hold on, Buzz, before you give us that lead, let's call Phil.
All right.
Phil?
Phil Connor.
Hello.
Phil, it's Don and Mike.
Hey, how you doing?
Sorry it took us so long to get back to you. There was this whole nasty thing with Seattle and then
I know. I
Sacramento.
was sitting here in front of the radio going, would you just hang up on the goddamn Sacramento dork and just call me?
And I want to apologize to the people of Sacramento. That guy does not represent them by any stretch of the imagination. That guy is a dick unto himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rob, maybe a little bit. All right.
Yeah, they're all dicks.
You want $500.
Great,
Lisa?
Great, thanks.
Hey, Lisa, you're killing me here. You're killing me, honey.
What's going on?
You're just killing me. On one hand, Tammy just came in and told me to make sure I hit this.
Okay.
And hit it hard.
Okay, and then the next note that I just got word is do not.
Why?
Give away the money. We can discuss it off the air.
What's going on? Are we
give away the $500.
We gave away $500, right? It was from a client.
Right.
And Tammy came in during the commercials and said, wow, make sure you really pound this home.
Right.
So as I'm about to do the read, Lisa comes in with a Post-it note that says, do not mention the client that's giving the money away for.
Oh. Okay, well, the guy gets $500.
Yeah.
That's the important.
Everything's a riddle on this goddamn show. Enjoy your money. $500. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Hold on a second, please. Thanks for listening. Buzz.
Hi.
Buzz, you have a news story, right?
I do. Today's headline sounds like a J.K. Rowling titled, Michael Jackson and the Biting Spiders.
Oh, outstanding, Buzz. Everything on this goddamn riddle.
Who knows where it'll end?
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for news and comments coming up on the Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike Show. That was very
professional.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show. Two tumbling dickweeds, Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
And we're Buzz's News brought to you by Duramax Sexual Enhancer. A great sex more often with Duramax. Available at finer health food stores, pharmacies, and retailers everywhere. Call 1-888-TRY-VMAX. And now here's Buzz Girdley. Hi, Buzz.
Hi, Don and Mike.
Hi.
Michael Jackson says he loves tarantulas, but not the smaller spiders. He says a small one bit his foot, which is why he says he appeared in court yesterday wearing just one shoe.
I only have one shoe because the tarantula bit my foot and my nose is made entirely out of plastic.
Jackson's still testifying in a lawsuit accusing him of skipping out on a couple of concerts.
I skipped out on a couple of concerts.
He asked the TV camera guys not to photograph his shoeless foot.
Please don't show my foot.
He howled and made faces.
Shoeless Mike Jackson.
Ow.
I like his brother Joe. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Right.
Ow.
That's Michael howling and making faces as he drops painfully into the witness stand. Jacko's also telling famous lawyer Gloria Allred to, quote, go to hell. That's strong for Michael.
Go to hell.
She's the person who wrote a letter to California's child protection officials asking that charges be filed after Jackson dangled his kid out a fourth-floor window.
Shame on.
No word yet about an investigation.
If I let go of him, he would have flown.
Prince Michael II. Because Prince Michael's such a good name. Did you realize that?
Prince Michael II.
The other kid.
It's like the Queen Elizabeth II.
the other kid is named Prince Michael Jackson as well.
Fly, Robin, fly.
And now there's a website where Jackson fans are telling the press to leave the singer alone.
Leave me alone.
Quoting one fan on that website, and I'll read it just exactly the way he wrote it.
I like a website called Sacramento, Stop Calling Us.
Please, with your agenda.
This Michael Jackson fan wrote, he is the best artist of the world. That is not important, his private life. The very important is his genius. And this is number one in the world. I love Michael for all my life.
Signed, Joe Ardinger. And Sacramento, love you long time.
That's
Just
right.
hate the phone calls we get from that city.
Absolutely. I love Sacramento. I mean, they've supported the show for years. I'm sorry, Rob, I have to say it. No.
Huh? No. Okay. And if you think...
Rob is doing the Sacramento dance.
He's doing the Sacramento dance to me.
I heard no, and I didn't know.
That's all right.
If you think seeing Santa Claus is about as likely as seeing U2's Bono at an Iowa truck stop, get ready to say hi to Santa. The Irish rocker was at the Big 80 truck stop west of Davenport yesterday, asking truckers to help him fight AIDS in Africa.
Help me fight AIDS in Africa. It's a bloody good time.
Bono,
Hey, you little faggot.
I'm not a faggot. I just wear these faggoty sunglasses.
What are you doing here in my truck stop?
I came in to have a bagel and a BM.
Bono's on a 7-day bus tour through the Midwest to talk about this subject.
That's a boost tour.
Yes, and yesterday he told the Teamsters they can play a vital role in improving the delivery of drugs and vaccines. And in reducing the HIV rate among African truck drivers.
Truck drivers.
Bono says half of all African truckers are HIV positive.
Truckers.
Also, while he was at the diner, Bono ordered a peanut butter Oreo cookie milkshake.
That's peanut butter, Buzz.
Butter.
That's peanut butter, booze.
That's a troop stop.
Hey, Buzz, hold on.
All right.
Let's do a stoop set.
All right.
We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Gosh, I hate to interrupt. It's all been so incredibly fascinating and entertaining and instructive. Really, the time has just flown by.
The Don and Mike Show.
They take the tugboat to Tuna Town. Don and Mike.
Well, Buzz, it's just us.
Hi.
Mike has left in a girlish panic.
Oh, because of the snow.
Yeah. So he has to go pick up his truck. His truck is at the shop.
Well, he'll need that in the snow.
He'll need that for the, as I predicted, 2 inches of snow we'll get tomorrow.
And he'll wear his boots when he picks his truck up, won't he?
Tomorrow on the show, we'll measure the snow.
Yes.
We'll conclude our bet with Channel 7, ABC 7 weatherman Doug Hill.
Right.
We'll yell at the Seattle station.
Oh, good.
And tomorrow we'll give away a trip to New York.
Wow.
Including round-trip airfare from Orbitz.com. New York, we used to work there. The travel site with the most low fares made easy, and that is Orbitz.com. And also thanks to Men in Black 2 with Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. Now here's more Buzz.
Thanks, Don. Now, James Brown does not feel good. The hardest working man in showbiz may lose his legs to diabetes. The condition went undiagnosed. There's laughing. I hear the laughing in the background.
It's really bad when Mike's not in here to give us the nasty looks.
Yeah. For the laughing.
Captain Dan, you don't have any legs. You don't have no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Well, this condition went undiagnosed for years, apparently. Now, the circulation in his 69-year-old legs is so bad they may have to be amputated.
But first, get a set of legs. First, get a good electric wheelchair. Then pursue a leg.
Funny you should mention that, Rob. James Brown recently fell and hurt his ankle, and that put him in a wheelchair. And the Inquirer says he's refusing to see doctors who could save him from spending the rest of his life in that wheelchair.
But first...
Friends reportedly say JB complains about the pain when he's not in public and says, I have no strength, I can't walk.
But what's it ever be? It's got to have feet.
But the friends say that James Brown hates doctors and isn't taking insulin. Famous chef Julia Child may be 90 years old, but she still enjoys the old In-N-Out burger, that is.
In-N-Out burger in Southern California.
Yeah, she tells the Associated Press she's been enjoying the California fast food while she recovers from knee replacement surgery.
Baby!
She says her other favorites, vanilla ice cream and roasted chicken, are being smuggled into her by friends. She says she's not fond of the food at the Rehab Institute where she's been recuperating.
See, when we lived in California, we take those bumper stickers,
right.
And if you cut out, it's In-N-Out burger, and if you cut out part of it, it said In-N-Out urge. And you would put that on your car, and you'd be incredibly shocking.
And cool.
To your friends. But let's take this time now to say, on WYSP in Philadelphia, Godspeed, and see you tomorrow, BM Eaters. They needed a hard out right there. They got a hard out.
Doesn't get harder than that.
And Buzz, we got a hard on. You got plenty of time.
Okay.
They got the hard out. You got the hard on.
Up till now, what you and I have known about Chuck Barris could be summed up this way. Chuck Barris created the dating game and the newlywed game, and he created and hosted the Gong Show.
Genius.
And he was a successful TV producer in the 50s and 60s and 70s who believed that showbiz success could be found by appealing to the lowest common denominator in the audience.
Hi there.
Now,
it's me, LCD.
Now,
WDM, LCD.
Chuck Barris would also lead us to believe that he was, at that same time, a spy for the CIA, an assassin who killed 33 people. It's in his autobiography.
Wow. And Clooney is actually...
Don, baby, how's it going?
In a new movie about him.
Clooney's, directing the movie about this.
Julia Roberts and Dick Clark are in the movie as well. It's called Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. Columnist Liz Smith, who's seen the movie, was raving about it this week in the New York Post.
In between BMs.
And in sports, the Philadelphia 76ers host Boston tonight. The Sixers have won 7 straight. The Washington Wizards visit Detroit tonight after a big Washington win over Milwaukee last night that broke a 6-game losing streak. And finally, clean air officials in the state of Washington are paying special attention to the town of Woodinville. The folks who live there complain the place smells like B.O. What they're actually smelling is not body odor, but a similar aroma, the smell of simmering onion soup.
That's good soup.
The smell comes from Stockpot.
Good B.O. soup.
Stockpot Soup's a division of the Campbell's Soup Company. Now that Campbell's has sent some of it.
Robbie?
Liz Smith smelled it and is raving about it.
It's familiar to her. Now that Campbell's has sent some of its own people to Woodinville to sniff for themselves, the company's agreed to do something about the problem.
That's where Paul McCartney's new wife is from, incidentally.
Woodinville?
Woodinville.
Quoting one citizen, you can't even go outside. For a while, nobody could figure out what it was. It was this body odor, almost like, did I use my deodorant this morning or what? I'm Buzz Burbank on the Don and Mike Show.
Thank you, Buzz. You bet. All right, that's it. We gotta go. Good luck with the crazy blizzard.
Yeah. And good luck to James Brown.
But face. We'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you, sir.
Mike, good luck with your oxygen mask. And Rob, can you?
Yes. Hello, Sacramento.
Goodbye, BM Eaters.
Till we meet again, this is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.